with Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, preparing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 19 minutes of Phil to Phil, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and shill. The stream's online and straight away begins to whine, but always fine as long as Shaz benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran shoot of feeling so insecure. The money he earned on yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil spending impulse is always had to stay on. If supports are also slow and stays so low and fails to grow, you never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. One ticked off across the board with charge to what because his code can be ignored. Just how much DSP makes us feel so bored to help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch and why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are slow machine. He's snorting, burping, leaning, ban. It matters not if battery fun is shy or scan to see if others make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before lunching into a big pretending there for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of college cat and fatty life and all his strife of forgetting that it's done well and they were rife. With drama he will react but isn't act, that is a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. He's nearly over and a win is in sight, with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not light. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again, it's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jad here and welcome to DSP Bingo for what is today, Wednesday 27th of March 2024. I hope you're all doing very well indeed and I hope you're enjoying your Wednesday so far. There's a very strange thing happening on Phil's stream. One, his stream started very late for it to go live, and two, Phil Burnell has not said a single word in his chat. Not a single word has been uttered by Phil Burnell. And so his audience are quite confused, one, why he's late, and two, why he's not even said a goddamn thing so far to his own audience. I feel like he's actually about to start. He's actually going to go through the entire... That's incredible. I think, so I'm going to pause this. Let's pause this and let's get prepared. And all that jazz. Okay, before we even speculate, somebody give me a random number. Somebody please give me a random number for the bingo card. First random number in chat I see what we used today for today's bingo card. Tacozilla was first with 789. Congratulations Tacozilla, the pressure is on you to try and deliver us a full house bingo. So yeah, no pressure Tacozilla, but we're expecting some great things. Let's type in these numbers, 7, 8, 9 and let's hit enter. Here is today's bingo. Oh shit, I forgot to change a centre square. Screw it, I guess we'll stick with it. I mean we're sticking with it now, bugger it. I was going to change the centre square, completely forgot. So, here is today's bingo card for us all to enjoy. We need Phil to say shocked, him having dead air, him giving a good old prayer hands, him saying that being said, shout to that being said, and him touching his face. The second row is Phil saying fun, schedule, wow, him pig-splaining something, and him saying unique. The third row is Phil saying I would argue, something style, like RPG style. 1 minute man, report, and him discussing his family. The fourth row is Phil saying interesting, him giving somebody a good old fashioned leaning ban, him saying by the way, necessarily, and you know what I mean. And the fifth and final row is Phil saying Twitter or X, chill, idiot, allow me to explain, and him pointing at text on the screen. So there we got today's bingo card we have for today's show. So very strange indeed that Phil was very late to his own podcast, didn't say a word as to why he was late, there was no update, no emergency tweet, no nothing. He just turned up quite late, the stream went live without a word of warning in the chat, he's not even said hello to his audience or anything, and to me I think he's doing his best here to try and not bring attention to the fact that he was late. Something has probably happened behind the scenes that he does not want to talk about and bring up, so if he started talking in his chat, it would have invited questions from his chat as to why he was late. He doesn't want to deal with that, so he's just going to get straight into the show, and apparently he's got some birthday idea to run by his fucking dumbass audience. So I guess we're going to have to wait and see what fucking happens with that. But of course, before we begin the bingo and all that jazz, let me just briefly run through what we're trying to do here and the rules and stipulations and all that jazz. Now, the aim of the game, as you guys will know by now, most of you anyway, is for us to try and get a full house 25 out of 25 on the bingo board you see before you on the screen. If we do that, we're going to add $25 to the current bingo prize fund. It is at $160 as things stand. If we win today with a bingo, it'll go up to $185, which means that come the end of the month, when we have a marble race to determine who gets to win that, and somebody will get that prize fund essentially. But if you want a chance to win with a shot of winning that prize fund, you've got to make sure you've left a comment on the community post, which is linked in the description of this live stream. You have until the end of the month to do it. If you haven't done it by then, you're normally a chance of winning the bingo prize. So there you fucking go. And there's a variety of ways for us to get free spaces to help us on our way to a full house. For example, if Phil snorts or burps 10 times before he starts recording for gameplay for YouTube, that gives us a free space. And if we get 100 likes on this bingo stream before we finish playing bingo, not only that gives a free space as well, but you guys also get to enjoy the Bubbles animation made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations to celebrate 100 likes. So there you go, you guys are in control of one way for us to get a free space, the rest is all down to Phil and his bizarre bodily functions. I think I've covered all the bases and everything else. I think we're ready to rock and roll and get on the show. I've got it set to 1.25 speed already. And yeah, I guess we're going to have to just check and see. Will Phil explain why he was late? I had a poll going in chat and I asked Phil late why Phil late. 19% thinks Jasper's to blame. 31% thinks Cat is to blame. And 51% think alcohol is to blame. If Phil doesn't tell us why, I guess we're going to go with alcohol. So on that note, I'm going to press the random Scottish soundboard to send us off in the battle once more. Scotland forever! There's not a fitting sound more appropriate to send us off into battle for this bingo. Good luck, everybody. Here we fucking go. For fuck's sake, I thought I was going to have a short intro, but I guess not. We're going to fast forward past a shitey long intro. Fuck this crap. I think we're... Jesus, man. The anticipation of expecting our short little intros to explain... No, nothing like that. I guess Phil has nothing interesting to talk about today on his show. This might be a shitey fucking podcast coming up. Phil's very late, and it looks like he's not going to tell why he was late. Good luck.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Level 1 Podcast. Welcome to my final consecutive streaming day of the week. Today is Wednesday, the 27th of March, 2024. How are you all today? I hope that you're all doing well and you're ready for the final push of RPG Overload. That is right. We have two RPGs that are really ready to finish within the next couple of streams each. And I'm excited to see the end. Like I said, the light is at the end of the tunnel for us to come out and finally jump into a ton of new games all at once, which would be very exciting for this channel. How are you? Well, how am I? Well... You know what they say? You ever heard of a term, Murphy's Law? It's interesting. It's an interesting term. It's an interesting saying, right? And
what the fuck is he talking about? Also interesting on the board. So
burger.
There we go. 1 down, 24 to go.
Sometimes life is just crazy and it applies. And today was one of those mornings where, without giving you too much detail, I was running all around trying to do my normal routine of shaving, showering.
Did he just say shaven? Can you not even say shaven right? So yeah, touch his face.
Burger.
There we go. Oh my god, normal. What the fuck is wrong with this guy? Hold on, let's get a full explanation. Actually, this will count as explanation. So there we go, we'll take that as well. Right, Phil, come on. Tell us why you were late to your own fucking shitey podcast, which fucking takes place in your own domicile.
I was running all around trying to do my normal routine of shaving, showering, having breakfast, while chaos was ensuing in my home that I was running around trying to control, right? And so I was already kind of like running way behind, but I was like, oh, I'll probably still make it in time for the podcast. So I sit down and I turn on the stream and everyone in chat is freaking out saying, why is Phil's, podcast not on yet? He's a few minutes late. I'm like, well, get to it. I might as well just turn it on rather than talk to people in chat. I'll just get it going. And I sit down. So the podcast is going on and I sit down right here as the stream is starting. And I take my seltzer and I open it up and it explodes all over me. Look, the bottle is wet all over the sides. It went all over my desk here. Oh my god. Like not fun. There wasn't enough chaos already going on in my home right now. And then the thing just erupts like a geyser in my face. I was like, oh my god. So that's life, right? The good news is it's nothing too terrible going on or anything like that. It's just normal life stuff. But it all just piles up and then all of a sudden hits you at once. Today's the morning when I do a lot of things. Like I shave for the time of the week that I shave is today. So I had that going along with, having everything else I normally do. So I'm already kind of like behind. And then everything else happens at once. So anyway, nothing crazy. Don't worry. Nothing horrible. It's just weird because I am one of the more consistent content creators out there. I have a set schedule, and I'm pretty much dead on every day on the schedule, right? Like, it's a rare day when a stream gets canceled, or if I'm really late for a stream out of nowhere, you guys are concerned because I'm here.
I mean, this is not a suitable explanation, in my opinion. This is not an adequate explanation as to why he's fucking late to his own stream unless he fucking woke up late. Showering and shaving does not take fucking like longer than what, maybe like 20 or 30 minutes at most, especially when Phil doesn't have much to shave. He skips the goddamn, it's basically the sides. He shaves the fucking sides and ignores his fucking crappy goatee. This is not a suitable, adequate explanation. There's probably more to it, of course, but he's not going to allude to it because, it's personal, behind the scenes stuff. Cat's fucking breaking shit and going mental or something. Fuck off.
Every day like clockwork, right? And being even just a few minutes late today, people are like, what's going on? Is Phil okay? Right? I actually appreciate the sentiment. I do. That's nice to know that people care, because you know that I'm usually on time, and if I'm not, something's going on. So thank you for that concern. It's actually very nice. But everything's fine. On today's show, we have a couple things to talk about. First of all, an update on RPG Overload. We are almost done with both Baldur's Gate 3 and Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. Probably 2 more streams each, maybe, and we'll wrap them up. Maybe 3 for Like a Dragon. We'll see. But also, I have an interesting idea for something to do during my upcoming Birthday Bash Marathon, which, if you didn't know, is only in a week and a half now. My birthday is on April 6th. And I'll be doing a big marathon here on DSP Gaming. I have a really interesting idea to run by you guys tonight. I talked about it on last night's late stream for the few that were there for Like a Dragon. People seem to like the idea. So, of course, now I want to present this to our usual daytime stream folk and see what you guys have to think. In addition to that, we got some game news today. All right, so I have a couple game news stories to cover. And then lastly, and this one I'm not going to spoil until we start playing Baldur's Gate 3. But ladies and gentlemen, I had a sneaking suspicion about an element of the Baldur's Gate 3 plot throughout the entirety of the game. And through a rare cutscene that most people don't actually get to see during the game, my suspicions have 100% been confirmed that I actually, per my role-playing of the game, made the right choices. Now, I don't really want to inundate this podcast with that discussion. I know that many of you don't care about Baldur's Gate 3. So I think what we will do, once I boot up the game and we start with the gameplay later today, I want to kind of reveal this to everyone. And yes, of course, there'll be plot spoilers, but that's fine because we're playing the game. Obviously, people there are going to be spoiled on the plot, right? Oh, see, 90s guy says, I don't know if there are right choices in Baldur's Gate 3. When I reveal this plot to you, this plot twist, you actually will know that there are right choices in the game. Most people would not know this, because if you miss this one cutscene, there is unanswered questions. But the cutscene actually only plays in like 2 situations ever, and most people never triggered those situations. So there you go. Yeah. All right. Let's get started, shall we? Well, first of all,
anybody care what this guy thinks?
No! Well, today's my last consecutive streaming day of the week. I want to thank everyone who is patiently waiting in the wings. It's been 2 weeks of RPG Overload Mania, where I've literally just sat here playing Baldur's Gate 3 and Like a Dragon, trying to finish them so that we can get to the new games. And I know some people are very upset at this. You guys are absolutely, positively in the right to be upset because there's no variety on the streams. I'm a variety streamer. It's not fair that you're not getting the variety that you're usually used to, okay? You're going to get it soon, all right? I want variety. I'm craving variety. I want to play other games, not these same 2. So I'm happy we're getting to the end, all right? But thanks to those who've been hanging out with me and still engaging and supporting these streams, regardless of the fact that it may not be the games that you're loving. There's good stuff coming. In fact, just a preview. Returning to Dragon's Dogma 2. Starting up my co-op playthrough of Beyond Two Souls with my wife, Kat. Alone in the Dark. Those are 3 things I want to do kind of right away. Also, I definitely want to at least give the Battlefront Classic Collection another shot and see if they've fixed it, because I've heard they've patched it multiple times and it may actually work now, but maybe if it's just a joke, we never play it again. And of course, some people are asking me to return to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I'm okay with that, but I don't want to immediately jump into it since we just finished 2 RPGs. I don't want to jump into 2 more, all right? But we'll probably get that in the schedule as well for balance and see what happens. So, there is good variety coming, all right? And of course, my birthday marathon is coming up on Saturday, April 6th, and that's going to be a big variety of stuff. So the first topic today, let's tackle this idea that I had for my birthday marathon event. For those who don't know, when I do a marathon, instead of doing 2 different streams of 2 games, I just do one ongoing stream that starts usually at the same time in the morning, around 10:45 a.m. Pacific time, and will run all the way to like 8 p.m. or later. So it's a super long stream for me, because usually my streams are nowhere near that long. So here's what we're doing during that event so far. Number 1, a gaming schedule update. We're going to actually go through all the game release schedule for the rest of the year and get all those solid release dates and mark them on a calendar, and then we'll get an idea of what months will be busy and what months won't be, so that we can kind of fill in the gaps of projects and things that we want to do when there's time permitting. Because the thing is, there may be months when there's no time because there's so many new releases, and there may be months with tons of free time, and then we have the opportunity to say, hey, what about this game that I skipped and didn't get around to? Or what about this game that I started and never finished? Maybe we can bring those back. Maybe we could actually get Fightcade set up on my mini PC and get some classic fighting games going, correct? So all these possibilities. And I'm excited for that, obviously. So let's see. Let's do that. That's a big thing that will get us geared for the rest of the year. Okay?
That sounds like a fucking shite thing to fucking look forward to, Phil. Thank fuck I'm not going to be here when you're doing this fucking shitey Saturday birthday stream.
In addition, there's going to be food. I'm going to order a meal, eat it live here, called Feasting with Phil. We have a good time with that little, I mean, you can call it whatever you want. You can call it a food vlog, you can call it a mukbang, you can call it whatever. But it's just a fun little thing that we do, and I talk with you guys while I eat and tell you about the food, but also answer questions and stuff like that. My wife's going to be making me a birthday cake, so I'll be having a piece of cake at some point during the stream. And there'll be booze involved, because it's my birthday, so I'll probably be drinking a few things during that day. Now, another idea we had is a tier maker. And the idea that we had so far is to maybe rank Mario games, like take some of the biggest Mario games of all time and just kind of rank them against each other. To do that, or if you guys have a better idea of a tier maker, I'm all ears. Typically, the tier makers that have done the best, if you can believe it, are like about food. Like when I've ranked foods and stuff, people seem to like that.
Because it's what you're most passionate about. Phil, you seem to have more passion talking about food than you do fucking video games. The kind of passion that Phil fucking shows towards his audience when he's talking about his fucking favourite places to fucking stuff his face. You know, I love this fucking restaurant chain, I love that restaurant chain. He clearly has a passion for some kind of foods. And yet that kind of shows. No wonder those fucking team makers are popular, because Phil actually looks happy talking about food. And yet, you know, for some reason he's a fucking popular, because you're obviously fucking enjoying yourself, Phil. When you can see a streamer is happy to discuss something on their stream like that, you know what I mean? It kind of carries over to the audience, and they're fucking happy to fucking see the streamer enjoying talking passionately about something they like.
There was also when I ranked the best games of my career on YouTube, like ranked my previous Game of the Year awards. People like that too. So if you have an idea what you think you want to do to rank something in a tier maker, we could do that. Now, I came up with
Oh my God! What's up?
Thank you very much to Grease Monkey for the super chat. Says, sorry I'm late, King, let's get a full house. You never have to apologise for being late. Bingo is always there for people whenever need it. Hey, Phil was late as well. Phil was late as well. He won't tell anyone why exactly, you know what I mean? Partly there's like real life stuff happening around his home or whatever, you know what I mean? And he was busy having a shave and having a shower and eating breakfast. He eats breakfast every day, and you would think he would shower every day as well if he's not a clatty bastard, you know? But so, I don't know. His excuses were fucking shite as to why he was fucking late. But there's more to it which he's not telling us, I'm pretty convinced. But I thank you for the super chat, but you never have to apologise for being late or missing streams or whatever. Bingo will be here whenever.
If you have an idea what you think you want to do to rank something in a tier maker, we could do that. Now, I came up with another interesting idea randomly yesterday. I was going through my YouTube, what do you call it? YouTube Studio app. And basically what this app is, it lets you do all your stuff on the go. I don't have to be at my PC. I can approve comments. I can check on video status. I can do all kinds of stuff with my channel. And just on a whim, I don't know what happened, because I wasn't really thinking about it. I said, rank videos by views. Boom. 14 years of videos ranked by video views appear in front of me. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, this is fascinating. Because
You don't need to be on YouTube Studio for that though, Phil. You can just go to your shitey channel and you go to videos and you go popular, and boom. The most popular videos on your shitey channel are right there for all to see. That does not require YouTube Studio, you dumb motherfucker. So yeah, Phil, well done. You found a feature that is already fucking on YouTube without having to require a studio.
some of the videos that are my most viewed videos of all time on DSP Gaming make sense. Others are like, you wouldn't have thought that those videos would have gotten that many views, okay? And so, an idea popped into my head, okay? How about this? For my birthday bash, we do a very special birthday edition of Retro React. DSP watches and comments on his most viewed videos of all time. And so what I'll do is I'll take my most viewed videos on all of my channels, including DSP Gaming, Darkside Phil, my former vlogging channel, as well, which is now DSP React, and my former KO Gaming, which is now DSP Throwback, and I put them all into like a playlist. So I can have like the top 10, top 20 most viewed videos I've ever made on the internet. And we can watch them. We don't have to watch all of them. We could just basically do it as we're having fun. So
but I would like to think that the most popular DSP video to exist on the internet is probably him fucking wanking on stream. In some capacity, think that in the world, the whole entire internet feels like they've watched that fucking particular scene compared to a shitey fucking Spider-Man fucking gameplay or whatever.
what is the most viewed video I've ever made on the internet? No? I think I know, but I could be wrong. So I will rank them. I'll put them into a personalized playlist, and we'll just hit play, and we'll watch number 1, number 2, number 3 in order. And it could jump all around the channels, because in my tenure as a YouTuber, I've had a few videos that have hit 1 million views. Not a ton, but a few. I have a few videos that hit like multiple million views. And then I have a few videos that have like 1 million or very close to 1 million. And then I have videos that are like hundreds of thousands. You know, it trails off.
So now these days you're fucking happy and you fucking lose your damn mind if you get a fucking video going over 1,000 views. Anytime you get fucking one of your shitty gameplay videos going over 1,000 views, you're like, oh my god, this is popping off. Look at all these fucking views I'm getting all of a sudden. I'm back, baby. I am back.
So I think that would be pretty cool because it's something very different that I normally don't do. And it could be a special thing to do for the birthday event because it doesn't take away from anything else I'm doing. It won't take away from retro reacting to a playthrough on the DSP Throwback channel. It won't take away from me doing my gameplay. You know, I'm doing it on a day that it doesn't really interfere with anything, right? Now, here's the thing. It's going to be a special series. I'll record that and I'll release it as a special series of videos on DSP Throwback. So the Throwback channel will have some bonus content for the month of April because we did it during the birthday event, right? I think that would be really cool. Okay? So what do you guys think? Some people are reacting really well to it and others are saying that's trash. But a lot of people are saying it sounds like a good idea. Like Pizza Box Gaming sounds like a fantastic idea, right? And now people are trying to actually guess, like, what's the most viewed video I've ever done. So, I think...
If only there was some way to find out. If only there was a fucking way for someone to go on his channel and find out, that, you know, what could possibly be his most viewed videos ever.
I believe his name's Booster.
Shut up, you dick. If only it was possible to determine that. Shut up. There you go. Well, there we go. Well, would you look at that? I found a way to figure it out. The release date unboxing. 106,000 views. If you know, you know. He made an unboxing video with a fire alarm blaring in the background. And the best part was, he did not even unbox the fucking video, the game. He called it an unboxing video. And he never bothered to unbox it. Instead, fucking like, ah, here's the front, here's the back, and here's my door with paper towels all around it to try and block out the fire alarm noise that keeps going off. Jesus Christ. The most popular video on his DSP Gaming channel is Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, 3.2 million views, clearly overwhelming. Most popular, and 1.1 million views for Homefront. This video popped off for him, and Phil celebrated by having a staycation in Seattle with Liana. You know, they had a wee staycation together, and instead of capitalising on fucking getting a huge fucking pit video on his brand new Throwback channel. No, so it wasn't Throwback, it was Kale Gaming. Phil had made his Kale Gaming channel, and at first he tried to fucking make it secretly, without alerting anyone. It was his fucking channel, and of course the trackers fucking found it before Phil was ready to unleash it on the world. Kale Gaming. Phil was rebranded to Kale fucking Gaming. So his hand was forced and said, okay, I'm going to make videos on Kale Gaming here, let's see how we do. And the Homefront video where he basically just trashed the fucking thing over and over again and was basically clickbaity for saying, oh, this is the worst thing ever and all that shit. Yeah, Phil doesn't do clickbait thumbnails, remember. Never mind the fact that he's got a nice little cleavage shot here for, you know, the King of Fighters, you know. Yeah, never mind, so Phil doesn't do clickbait titles or anything. But yeah, he tried his best to fucking, you know, build on the Homefront video that he made. But he was a bit late to the fucking party. Because that video popped off, it done very well for him, he got a good bit of money for it. And instead of fucking trying to, you know, capitalise on his popularity of that channel, he went like a couple of months, I think. I felt like a couple of months anyway, before he went back and did another video. By then, interest had kind of waned in his channel, but you know, and his fucking future reviews did not pop off like that ever again. And then he gave up on the channel because apparently there's monetization issues, you know, he had issues trying to monetize the goddamn thing. So yeah, basically, and yeah, I'll say, so he has 1, 2 videos, 3, he has 3 videos across his 3 channels, which are over 1 million views. But there is one more channel we are neglecting to include, and if you give me a second here, I will try and get it found right now. Just give me a second here, can I find it, can I find it, where is it, where are you? Where is it? Where's the fucking channel? I'm trying to find the fucking channel and I can't fucking find. Give me a second here. Channel. There you are. Found it, I found it. We cannot forget the OG channel. We cannot neglect the OG channel. Popular. There you go. Phil had 1, 2, 3 and 4 videos pop off in popularity on the Dark Side Phil channel. Batman, Spider-Man, Resident Evil, and Spider-Man again. The minute-long cutscene got 1.4 million views, bloody hell. But no, it's Heavy Rain though, Heavy Rain Part 1, that's the one that popped off on his fucking channel and made him super popular and all that shit, yeah. There we go. I have a feeling Phil's going to include the Dark Side Phil channel as well when he's going for this list. But there you go. When was Phil's last million plus view video? That was 14, 15 years ago. And then DSP Gaming, 13 years ago, okay. 10 years ago for that one, okay. DSP Throwback, 7 years ago. It's really been 7 years. 7 years since his last million plus view video. Ah, bloody hell. You get what I'm saying though. You get what I'm saying. It's just... So yeah, remember Phil wants to emphasise how much he's changed since back in the day. He wants to try and emphasise to his audience, I'm not that guy anymore. I'm not making crude jokes anymore. I'm not making sexist jokes anymore. I'm not making homophobic... So he wants to try and let his audience know, I'm not that guy anymore. And yet he wants to also remind them, I used to be this very popular guy who said and did all these things. Let's relive the glory days of what my channel was like, and let's relive the glory days of how successful I was. It feels like he's doing these videos not for his audience's benefit, but for his own, to stroke his own ego. It feels like primarily it is all for him.
I think it'll be interesting. Something different. Again, I'm reacting to my old gameplay style, my old commentary style, my old recording style, which has been fun as we've done it on the Throwback channel so far. People have really liked it. So I think that this would actually do well. So anyway, that's another idea for my birthday event. You know, and again, keep in mind, other things we could do during the birthday event. If you want to see me return to Street Fighter 6 for the first time in months and do some casual play, I'm down for that. Like, I would play some, you know, maybe Blanca, Honda, Zangief, Lily, and Dalsim. Just casual play. I wouldn't do ranked play because I'm so rusty. But I would do some casual play or something like that if that's what you want.
What the fuck is the point of watching someone play casual? Like, the whole point, I mean, casual fucking play, so there's nothing at stake then. There is nothing at stake, there's nothing in the fucking line, there are no repercussions for your loss. It's just you playing a game badly until you fucking come across a bunch of scrubs that don't know how to fucking, you know, they don't know the arse and the elbow. And you're like, yeah, I beat this guy, doesn't know left and right, hooray.
It's up to you, you know? So, the thing is, I just want to have fun on my birthday. I don't want to have to be one of these events where it's like, okay, so we have a schedule of 8 things we need to do. Let's do them in this order. Blah, blah, blah. I don't like that as much. I like having a more relaxed event, especially it's my birthday, and I'm going to be drinking, so it doesn't have to be ultra serious, right?
Fuck you, Phil.
Okay. So there you have it. Again, any more ideas? We have a week and a half to figure this out. I hope you'll be here on my birthday, April 6th, for that fun marathon event. Okay? Excellent. Let's get caught up on RPG Overload. In Baldur's Gate 3, we're already in the end game. We're in the final area of the game. It's past, basically you're past Act 3. This is kind of like Act 4 or end of game. And we're in the midst of the very first huge battle. From what I'm to understand, there's a series of big time battles, and the first one is the biggest one. After that, the battles are tougher enemies, but less of them. So we're in the first one, and we only summoned one group of allies. We have like 10 groups of allies we could summon for the end game. I summoned one, and it seems like we're doing fine. Like, we're actually winning. Keep in mind, these battles take forever, because there's like, I'm not even kidding, there's like 30 enemies you have to kill. But we're doing all right. Like, we're kicking their butts. And it was funny because I was like, gee, should I summon more friends? And then I think it was Darziak in the channel who said, why would you do that? It looks like you got this game. It's already won. Why even summon anybody else? Just keep going. I'm like, yeah, you're a good point. So we actually kind of saved right in the middle of that fight. Now, I don't actually know how many fights are in the end of the game. So we'll see. But we'll see how far I get today. If I beat the game today, that's great. Apparently, there's like a 2-hour epilogue segment, and we'll do that on Friday. If we don't beat it today, then we'll definitely beat it on Friday, and hopefully we'll still have time to do the epilogue segment, because I would like to see this game sent off, you know, sooner rather than later. You know, we could beat it on Friday. That'd be superb. Okay? Now, as I said...
that would be superb. That would be superb of you to fucking beat it by Friday. Fuck off. Drunken cunt.
At the beginning of the show, I have found out a critical piece of Baldur's Gate 3 lore that most people have actually never seen. Even though, you know, the cutscenes are all online now, the game's been out since September, most people who play the game don't encounter this particular cutscene, and they're not aware of this particular plot thread that actually changes the plot. And there's been a series of choices that I have made throughout the game that a lot of people are baffled at. They're like, why does he keep doing that? Why is he, you know, and I keep trying to rationalize my choices, and people are like, oh, you're wrong. Actually, from what I've seen in this cutscene, 100%, I was correct all along. And there's only one cutscene where you would ever know that, because it's the only time it's ever discussed in the game. And I was like, wow, well, I'm glad I made the choices that I did. And it actually makes sense, because something happened last stream yesterday in the plot that kind of seemed weird. And you're like, why would this particular character have done this if, you know, the entire game was something different? And now it makes sense. So I will explain this as soon as we start today. We're going to be in the middle of the fight, but as soon as we start the gameplay of Baldur's Gate 3, I want to explain this to everyone. So I actually feeling better now that, you know, that this is the case, because I feel like I've made the right choices. You know, some people got an ending to the game. They thought it was a happy ending. And in reality, if you see that cutscene, you realize it's not a happy ending. You got fooled. Okay. Okay. Let's continue. So today, end game of Baldur's Gate 3. Will we finish all the combat and finish the big last boss or not? I don't know, but I have another scheduled stream on Friday when I come back from break. So it's all good. If we don't do it today, we'll wrap it up on Friday. Okay. Tonight on the late stream, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, Like a Dragon Infinite Well, continuing with the end game of it. And last night, man, we were in turbo mode for 2.5 hours. We played through chapter 13. Finished off chapter 13.
Oh, Phil had a very good night, by the way. And, you know, day stream, okay, as expected, $105 fucking dollars. Baldur's Gate, $100+. What a big fucking surprise that was. The night stream, Like a Dragon. Well, what do you know? All of a sudden, he's fucking got 121 buckaroos and tips. Very rare, successful Like a Dragon stream. Infinite wealth. I guess Phil's massive hints about playing the game, you know, and saying, oh, isn't it funny? I don't get support for this game. Infinite wealth. You know, very, very, very fucking funny. Apparently as well, somebody tried to, Canadian Kirk apparently tried to bribe his way back into getting unbanned. And Phil's like, nah, thanks for your money, but nah. I don't know. Only, so I think I've seen a tweet, someone saying only Derek can get unbanned live on stream. Canadian Kirk does not get that fucking privilege and luxury.
Right into chapter 14, which had giant cutscenes and plot development, and now we are in the final segment of the game for Kasuga and his party in Hawaii. We are actually in the final fights. There's like a couple boss fights left, and then it's done. His plot is done for the game. So we're there. We're in the home stretch. However, this game has 2 protagonists, 2 locations. So when we finish with Kasuga, we then have to go back to Japan for Kazuma Kiryu's party. And the problem is they're going to be under level. Like, I've been playing 2-3 straight streams with Kasuga's party, so they're almost like level 50. Kiryu's party is like level 41. So I'm almost like 10 levels under leveled for the end of the game. What I'm going to want to do is power up weapons and jobs, and I'm going to likely have to do some grinding to prepare, because that's what happened to my wife. And she's like, I completely beat Kasuga's story. It went back to Kiryu, and I had to grind for like an hour or 2 in the optional dungeon to level up so I could beat the game. I'm like, ugh, sucks that you have to do that. But at the very same time, this is the send-off for Kiryu. So maybe it's cool to at least have one final segment of gameplay. The only bummer is, it seems like, sadly, it's going to be longer than I had hoped. I was hoping that I would beat this on Friday and time it exactly with the end of Baldur's Gate 3. And now it's looking like it may not be the end. Like, I may have to do another stream of Like a Dragon to finish it, like maybe Saturday night. It is what it is. We're there, right? We're at the end. 140 hours of Baldur's Gate 3, 60 hours of Like a Dragon. We're there at the end of these incredibly lengthy games and ready to wrap them up. All right? So, let's see what happens tonight. Let's see how far we get. I know I'm going to finish Kasuga's story tonight, but I don't know how far into Kiryu's we'll get, or if we'll get a chance to start the grinding and then maybe jump into his story on Friday night. I don't know. We have to see. But that's where we are with each current game. Now, I'm off from streaming tomorrow, so no streams or new videos tomorrow. Then I come back.
Thank fuck. Thank the good fucking Lord. And of course, remember guys, just because Phil is not streaming tomorrow does not mean there is not detractor content for you guys to enjoy. For example, that being said, which is on today's card, will likely be streaming tomorrow at some point, I imagine.
Back on Friday, and that's when we jump right back into these games to finish them. Once I finish these games, the agenda is bring back Dragon's Dogma 2 to the daytime streams and alternate that with Alone in the Dark. Okay? Now, I know Alone in the Dark didn't get stellar reviews, but if you take a look at the reviews, actually, it sounds like a pretty sound, interesting, suspenseful horror game, which I love. They're my forte, to make a horror game entertaining. I do a good job with them. And I think me play...
According to who? According to whose fucking opinion, Phil, you do a good fucking job with them. Why? Why do you do a good job with them? You're fucking 40. No, you're not. You're 42.
That game, even though it wasn't rated super high, will do pretty well. I think you guys would love the variety on my streams. It would definitely get more interest than, say, another RPG right now, okay? So I think we're going to alternate between Dragon's Dogma 2 and Alone in the Dark, okay? And then, on the night streams, I'm probably going to want to do a Battlefront stream just to see if it's been fixed, and if it has, maybe I'll bring that into the fold as a multiplayer game once or twice a week, maybe. But I want to start this co-op playthrough with my wife of Beyond Two Souls. It's been... Basically, we had the idea 2 weeks ago, and we've just been waiting and waiting. So now when these RPGs are done, we can finally start scheduling that. Now, for clarification purposes, number one, Beyond Two Souls is not a super long game. It's around 10 to 12 hours long. And also, my wife is not going to want to do this every day, every other day. For her, you know, probably maybe once a week, twice a week tops Okay, so this would take potentially several weeks to get through to finish, probably over the course of April. We'll be doing this Beyond Two Souls playthrough together. This is our first ever actual co-op playthrough. You know, you could argue the Dondoko Island was, but not really.
No, Phil. We all try to tell you it wasn't fucking co-op, and you fucking told everyone to shut the fuck up because it was. You told everyone, we're both here, we're fucking contributing to fucking gameplay. We all told you that the fucking Dondoko Island crap was not a co-op gameplay. You tried your fucking best to tell everyone to shut the fuck up. I'm pretty sure. Hold on. Are they still titled as co-op gameplay? Give me a second here. Let me go to shitty playlists. Where's the Dondoko crap? Where's the shitey fucking thumbnail thing he used for it? There it is, there. Did he label them as co-op? I thought he had. There's Q&A. Wait, are these all just Q&A? I thought these are the Dondoko streams. Or am I looking at the wrong bloody thing? Oh, here it is here. My bad. Villain Cat Dondoko Island co-op. I was in the wrong fucking thing. Yep, he actually calls it co-op. The playlist is called co-op. The videos are called co-op. Apart from the very last one when she fucked off. Let's watch Cat fucking off again.
Hey, right?
She's on the empty fucking chair. Hold on, is it here she fucks off? It is as well. Hold on, we need to see this again.
Around. If you're really sore and tired, you can go.
Yeah, I need to stand up.
All right, go ahead. No, baby, no one's forcing you to be here.
I mean, you already know what you're doing. So.
Yeah, you can take off for the night. Just say goodbye to everyone. That's all.
Bye.
She's beat.
Bye. She just fucking waddles out of fucking frame. Oh my god. Yeah, so funnily enough, yeah, very strange that Phil wouldn't call that final part co-op. The other parts are co-op, but that last one, not so much. I wonder why. So all of a sudden Phil is saying it's not a fucking co-op gameplay, what Dondoko was. We fucking said that all goddamn long. We're rewind it just so you guys can see, but yeah, we all said it wasn't co-op, and Phil's like, yeah, it is though. We're both helping each other, and she's telling me the things in the game.
Every other day. For her, you know, probably maybe once a week, twice a week tops. Okay, so this would take potentially several weeks to get through to finish, probably over the course of April. We'll be doing this Beyond Two Souls playthrough together. This is our first ever actual co-op playthrough. You know, you could argue the Dondoko Island was, but not really. We only did 4 hours of that, and quite frankly, it got boring, so it wasn't really officially a playthrough. It was just kind of an experiment. This is different. It's narrative-based. She's never played it before. She's wanted to play this game because she likes the Quantic Dream formula, and she's never seen anyone else play it.
So what happens is she fucking plays the game in the first stream, and she's like, well, that's a shit. I don't want to do this anymore. What then, Philium?
She's completely unspoiled. It's going to be a fun playthrough to have her with me and making all the choices and me being there commenting with her, and I'm going to try to control the supernatural character. While
You're going to try and control her. Let's be honest, Phil. You're going to try and control her. Again, because that's what usually fucking happens when she's on fucking streams.
she controls the main character who does most of the choices. So, we'll be doing all of that. Now, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I leave in your hands. The thing is, if we bring back Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, you realize we're playing 2 RPGs again. We'd be playing Dragon's Dogma 2 and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth at the same time, and it almost feels like we're going to go right back into what we just did with Baldur's Gate 3 and Like a Dragon. Do you really want to go back into that situation again? I'm just saying, the other idea I have is to resume Elden Ring. I haven't played Elden Ring in a year now. And so to bring back that playthrough, my second run, the Magic user, try to get back into the swing of things, learning the game, trying to figure it out, and continuing on with the hardest parts of the game. You know, we still have a lot of the hardest gameplay. We got to go to underground and fight that alien. That takes us to the Magic Island where you fight big dragons. We have to go to the upper right-hand corner of the map, the frozen area, fight the giants. And then that gets us underground to the Moog Lair, and that's what we have to beat, the Palace of Blood, so that we can actually get the DLC unlocked. So just what I just described could literally take like most of April if we play it like once or twice a week. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm thinking, is that that'll be April. I mean, just think about that. Dragon's Dogma 2, Alone in the Dark, co-op with my wife, maybe some Battlefront, and bringing back Elden Ring. Does that not sound like an awesome April? And of course, once we look at the schedule on April 6th, my birthday marathon, and we see the landscape of games coming out, now we'll have a better picture of what else is happening and decide what other new games we want to play in there. Okay? So I hope that sounds good. That's great variety, is it not? And of course, there's some people saying, well, we'll bring back Sea of Stars and this. We're waiting on RPGs. We're gonna wait for a time of the year, all right, when there's not RPG overload. The last thing I want to do is play 2-3 RPGs again at once, and then it's all boring again. This channel is already dramatically down in views and engagement and support when it comes to the YouTube side of stuff. The streams have been doing great, but the YouTube side of things have been way down because people don't want to combine, just watch the same 2 games all day, you know? So I think it'll...
But that's your fault. That's not the game's fault, that's your fault, Phil. Because you're the one uploading this content for your on-demand audience. You're the one that's forcing that on them, and you're the one that's causing that. This is entirely... Don't blame the game. Blame you. You are to blame for that.
Be a good variety month as long as we're maybe just doing 1 RPG. And Dragon's Dogma 2 is the hot new one everyone's playing and talking about. So I think that's what we should do right now. Okay? Fair enough? Okay.
Nope.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, and everyone's favorite segment here on the Level 1 podcast. It's time for DSP News, and I think it's time for me to change.
Is he gonna pause or change? He's gonna change the color. He's gonna change the color. Wow, how professional, on the fly color change.
Change the logo a bit. There we go. It hasn't been.
Wow, it looks a whole lot fucking better. He made it from blue to like fucking garish pink.
Red in a very, very long. That looks almost pinkish. Right? Hold on.
Oh, that is fucking
I want to make it like
pinkish.
red. That red? That's red, right? Good enough. Okay. It's time for some game.
Good enough. If anything ever summed up Phil's channel and the effort he puts into this shitey channel, it is those 2 words he just fucking uttered there. Good enough. That basically encapsulates Phil's entire mantra for doing YouTube content these 15 fucking years. Good enough. It'll do.
Gaming news, let's cover it. And by the way, as you guys know, shout outs will be coming at the end of the show. Thanks for being patient. Thank you, Jared. You upped his membership there, and I'll give him a shout out in a bit. We have a couple news stories to cover today. First of all, prepare to laugh because, ladies and gentlemen, Skull and Bones, the first ever quadruple A game from Ubisoft, according to CEO Yves Guillemot, is currently being sold for $40. The game has only been out for 1 month and has dropped in price from $70 to $40. Chances are we're going to see even bigger price slashes soon because retailers who stocked this game have sold nearly no copies. It is just sitting there on the shelves, unsold. So retailers are just trying to get rid of it, and they're just continuously slashing prices. Right now at Best Buy, it's $40, but they're actually predicting that prices will go down to somewhere around 30 to 20 within the next month because literally no one has bought, played, or talked about this game. It's dead. It's a dead in the water game. Are you shocked? Right? Like I said, my wife and I tried it on one of our days off on Game Pass. The game is literally a mobile game. It has all the mechanics of a mobile game. It has bad graphics.
You'd fucking know all about mobile games, wouldn't you, Phil?
Quick time animations. It just has the feeling that it has that that gameplay loop of resource gathering, right? And just repetition. There's nothing fun about the game at all. It's pathetically bad. So, are you shocked that Skull and Bones is $40 only 1 month after release? And by the way, again, this is Yves Guillemot, the CEO, when they said, can you justify the $70 price tag of your game? And he said, oh, it's not even a AAA game, it's a quadruple A game. The guy is a jackass who literally should not have his job. There should be someone else in charge of a game company that's in touch with gamers and what they want, because he's going to keep hurting not only his own company, but the games industry as a whole if he keeps driving this thing off the cliff. He's an idiot. He's made bad choice after bad choice in the last 10 years. You can literally look at his track record now. I remember over a decade ago, the big botch launch of Rayman Legends? Rayman Origins or Rayman Legends? I think it was Rayman Legends, where originally the game was supposed to be cross-platform. Mr. Yves Guillemot decided that it's going to be a Wii U exclusive. Now, at that time, no one knew the Wii U was going to be a huge flop. So all the developers made the game exclusively for Wii U, and then the Wii U comes out and flops, and he delayed the release of the game and ordered them to make the game cross-platform. To which they responded, that's what we fucking wanted to do to begin with, and you told us not to. So now our game is done on Wii U, and you're telling us we can't release our finished game. We have to sit here for 4 or 5 more months to port it to all the other consoles. And they were picketing outside of their game dev studio saying, release the game, it's done. You know, the management don't know what the hell they're doing. That was a decade ago. And it's just been misstep after misstep after misstep. The mishandling of Assassin's Creed and how bad it got, right? The mishandling of all the Ubisoft franchises and how they run into the ground and they're all samey and they suck. This guy should not be in charge of that company. He's completely out of touch. So, Skull and Bones, it sucks ass. It's already slashed prices. I don't recommend that you pay any money for it. Just saying, it looks terrible, but there you go. Our second news story of the day. Hands-on previews of the new upcoming game Judas from Ken Levin are finally hitting the internet. And if you don't know who Ken Levin is, I don't blame you. It's been a long time since we heard from him. He is the person in charge of BioShock. And I don't mean BioShock 2, I mean BioShock 1 and Infinite, the 2 games that connected and then had cool DLC to have this alternate universe multiverse plotline. That's right, the multiverse was a thing in video games before it was in the Marvel Universe, or I should say the MCU, correct? So, very interesting.
I mean, that concept has been around for fucking years, Phil. That's not exclusive to fucking gaming. The multiverse has been a long-standing thing. Like, I'm pretty sure it predates fucking video games, Phil. But sure, I just say, just fucking pretend that MCU fucking stole it from BioShock or some pish.
Here's what we know about Judas. It's BioShock in space. It has a non-linear story structure, meaning you can play the game in different orders and it's all fine. It's up to your own decisions. The main character has memory loss, and you're trying to regain your memory over the course of the game. 3 major side characters are in the game. One is called Tom and voiced by Troy Baker. And before we all make a rude comment about Troy Baker, I like him as a voice actor, and he actually hasn't been in much recently, so I would welcome to see him as a voice actor in this game as one of the main characters, so I'm happy for that. He's a great voice actor. Hope and Nefertiti, don't know who they are, you know, there's just 3 main characters. Each of the narratives occurs simultaneously. So it almost sounds like there's 3 stories, but they're all taking place simultaneously, and maybe the characters actually have interactions during the course of the game. Your decisions with these characters will greatly affect the narrative of the game. Every player experience will be different based on the choices that you make and the order that you play the game. So maybe if you play with Nefertiti first, Tom second, and Hope last, it might change the plot. As opposed to if you play with Tom first, Nefertiti second, and Hope last. You see what I'm saying? That's interesting. Maybe some replayability. Apparently, there's going to be some roguelike elements. For example, I guess the protagonist's name the antagonist's name is Judas, and she has the ability to regenerate herself after she dies. So you can technically kill the antagonist, but then she might come back later in another form or rejuvenate after a time and come back after you, which is kind of interesting. The game sounds interesting to me. It sounds like they've taken an established premise. They've added some new elements to it. It sounds like the element of choice is going to be cool. I like the fact that it's not linear, so you could do it in different orders and have different outcomes. And dude, BioShock 1, in my opinion, one of the best modern games that I've ever played. I mean, that plot was so effing good the first time that you played it. I mean, the plot twists and stuff. So, man, I can't wait. This game sounds great to me. But again, you got to wonder, man, with all the hype now that's going to be behind this, because BioShock has been on the shelf for, what, a decade? You know, will it live up to its hype? I don't know. But it looks good. And so I hope that we'll have more information soon. And I hope that it comes out, you know, relatively soon. I don't think we have any information on when it's coming out yet. I just seen this information. People talking about the previews that they got or had, but no one's really, I didn't see anything about like a solid release date. I don't think the game has a solid release date yet. Fed Rogers says, keep in mind, BioShock 4 is still in the works. Yeah, but the problem with BioShock 4 is it's not made by the same people. You know, it's the same company. They own the rights, but it's not the same people behind it. So there's a good chance it won't have the spirit or the feeling of like BioShock 1 and Infinite. It might feel like BioShock 2. And BioShock 2 was dog shit. It really was. It was an unpolished, unfinished mess of a game that didn't feel nearly as good as BioShock 1. You know, that it was sad that when you played it, like, oh, I just want to play BioShock 1 again. You know?
Anybody care what this guy thinks?
No!
Anyway. Judas, keep your eyes peeled for it. I'll let you know if there's any more information on it. Okay? And then, our final news story of today is that Phil Spencer was interviewed. And here's what he said. You ready? The layoffs that have happened at Activision are necessary because Xbox is a business and it somehow has to be profitable. He thinks that the console market is currently not growing and that Xbox's brand pivot to games on more than one platform is a path to growth. Allow me.
Meth Bear tipped £3. Phil mockingly mispronouncing the Frenchman's name isn't insulting or a bitch move because the French are insufferable.
Thank you very much, Meth Bear, for that input. Yeah, I mean, I guess, I mean, you probably made a whole, many a Frenchman go sacre bleu right now at that comment, but each to their own. I mean, I don't know. There's also insufferable Scotsmen, there's also insufferable Americans, there's an insufferable... The French overall, I don't know, it feels a bit unfair to say they're all insufferable. Surely there's a good one or two at least, you know. You know what I mean? They make good baguettes. You know, I'll say that for them. They make good baguettes. Stevie Dead saying insulting the French is a proud British tradition. I don't know, I might enact the old alliance that the Scots and the French had against the English and say, I'm going to fucking defend the French. Then again, I can't really be arsed. But there we go. But cheers, Meth Bear, for that. Phil, so yeah, Phil mocking Yves Guillemot is not really insulting because fuck the French. Oui. Apparently, hold on. I've been told to check my Discord. Someone told me to check Discord for something. I'm looking, but I can't. Was it this? Was it what? Mister, was this? Did you want me to check out what you made here? This. What the? I mean, it's Jesus. It looks so weird. It looks so weird. Why does Phil look like a fucking blow-up doll and a very unattractive, poorly selling blow-up doll? Jesus, man. Oh, fuck me, man. That's just... what the hell? I don't know. I could have sworn I seen somebody say check Discord, and this is the only thing I saw on Discord was this. By Mister. There we go, fuck it. I don't know. I could have sworn I seen somebody say check Discord. But maybe I'm fucking seeing things, who fucking knows. Anyway, let's crack on with the bingo. Thank you, FBR, again for the tip.
Games on more than one platform is a path to growth. Allow me now to read word for word what he said, and then I'm actually going to give you my opinions on this. So here's his first big statement.
Who fucking cares?
I will say every decision we make today and tomorrow is for the better of Xbox, said Spencer. I know sometimes things get weaponized, and there's some evil in the background that's making us do things. Phil hates exclusives. That's why we're like we're on PlayStation and Switch now. Every decision we make is to make Xbox stronger in the long run. It doesn't mean everyone's going to agree with every decision that we make, but it is fundamental for how we make decisions. This notion that Xbox can only be this one device that plugs into the television isn't something we see in the Gen Z research, because nothing else is like that for them. Some of them will have an iPhone, some have an Android, but all of the games on everything are the same. I can still get the TikTok on both of those devices, at least for now. All of their stuff is available wherever you want. So for Xbox, our brand pivot as we attract and maintain relevance with a younger audience is Xbox is a place where I can find the great games that I want. I'm not going to say anything yet. I'm going to keep reading word for word what he said in this interview. Okay?
Who fucking cares?
Fuck you, Phil.
It's a little bit of both, said Spencer. But I'll say the thing that has me most concerned for the industry is the lack of growth. When you have an industry that is projected to be smaller next year in terms of players and dollars, and you get a lot of publicly traded companies that are in the industry that have to show their investors growth, because why else does someone own a share of someone's stock if it's not going to grow? The side of the business that then gets scrutinized is the cost side. Because if you're not going to grow the revenue side, then the cost side becomes challenged. We're a business. I said this over and over. I don't get any luxury of not having to run a profitable growing business inside of Microsoft. And we are that today. But just across the industry, you mentioned it. And in sitting here at GDC, because this was at Game Developers Conference where he was being interviewed, I reflect on friends of mine in the industry that have been displaced and have lost their jobs. And how I don't want this industry to be a place where people just can't with confidence build a career. So that's why I keep pivoting back to how does this industry get back to growth? But to your question, for us at Xbox or any of the teams that are out there, is it really an outcome of an industry that's not growing? It can grow and it will grow again, but you see this time right now, and the implications have human impact, and we should all reflect on that and think about it. Well, first of all, Mr. Spencer, it's not our job to reflect on it and think about it. It's yours. You're in charge. You're the one who's responsible. So,
Phil, we could say the exact same goddamn thing about you and your shitey fucking business yourself. You are the one that's responsible for making sure your channel is successful, your channel has growth, and you fucking have something on your fucking channel to fucking invite the fans to fucking support it financially and with our engagement and views. But instead you fucking put that burden and pressure on your audience to fucking deliver. You guys tell me what to fucking play, you guys tell me what to fucking do, you guys give me ideas, and then you fucking throw them under a fucking bus when it doesn't fucking come to fruition. Look, you're bitching and whining one about Phil Spencer. To be honest, it's one of those things where Phil Spencer was just listening to what Phil was saying, what Phil Spencer said. It's just, it's a lot of boring fucking talk, of course. You know, I mean, not a business, and it's not successful right now. It's hard to invest in that. That's just fucking stone cold hard facts, sadly, right now. I mean, PC gaming does seem to be getting more and more popular. Console gaming, see, it's hard for me to reflect on how popular console gaming is. Simply because I'm not a part of it, if that makes sense. I used to be a part of it back in the fucking day. I fucking had consoles growing up all my fucking life and I had all sorts of different ones. But yeah, these days not anymore. I'm a PC gamer primarily now. I'm not saying there's not room for fucking console gaming, but it looks like the way the things are going, more people are being attracted to PC gaming because it offers you a lot more flexibility, and even game developers are realising that and trying to, and they're seeing that themselves, because obviously when you're developing games, you're limited by the consoles. The consoles only come out once every like fucking what, 10 odd years or so. You're trying to make brand new games in that time, but your hands are tied to the limitation of that console. PC does not have such limitations. You know, it's always, you know, growing, it's always getting better, graphics cards are always improving, everything else. Yeah, I don't know. But I'm going to rewind this just a little bit so we can get Phil's full like rant about it. But I just think it's absolutely hypocritical for Phil to fucking say the onus is on Phil Spencer to run his business, when Phil himself has his business, but he doesn't know how to run it, and he relies on an audience to not only tell him what to play, but to hold his hand while playing it and give him money while playing it. And he asks him regularly, you know, if I haven't fucking supported in a while, guys, please don't forget, as you hold my hand playing this game and tell me how to play the game, or the game you told me to play, and the game you gifted me to play, please also give me money to play the game you gave me.
On that and think about it. Well, first of all, Mr. Spencer, it's not our job to reflect on it and think about it. It's yours. You're in charge. You're the one who's responsible. So if you're not growing, why? And if you can't figure that out, step down. It's that simple. You're in.
Well, if you don't know why your channel's not growing, how about you step down from your channel? It's the way the gaming landscape is right now. Sony are going to be suffering the same thing. So yeah, Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft will be. Obviously, it's strange for Xbox. Xbox are owned by Microsoft. Microsoft are, you know, PC, so that they're. You'd think it would affect them least in the grand scheme of things.
In charge of the ship. If the ship is going off the edge of a waterfall and everyone's about to drown, and you're the one controlling the ship, do you think maybe someone else should take the reins? I'm just saying, like, you're in charge. We should all sit back and reflect. That's your fucking job. That's who you are. Literally, that's your position, right? So when you hear shit like this, it's PR speak. What is he saying? We're a company and companies need to make money, and if we're not making money, we still have to make money, so we have to cut people. Wrong.
What do you mean it's fucking wrong? How the hell is that wrong? That is just simple business. Fucking metrics right there. So, it's Phil. I know what Phil's going to do. Phil's going to fucking say, the best way for these game developers to make money is to make amazing games. If these game developers made amazing games, then people would buy the games. Phil, it is easier said than done. That's like fucking us telling you the best way for you to save your channel is to start getting 1 million views per video. Can you do it? Fuck no.
Wrong. That's completely incorrect, okay? People invest in companies for long-term results. People don't immediately invest in stock and think, tomorrow I'm making a profit.
I they fucking do. There's a whole fucking market out there for fucking short-term gain. Donald Trump's fucking got something on his stock market right now, which he is definitely fucking aiming for some short-term financial gain. It's going to help him line his fucking pockets. You know, it's fucking, you know, social, what's it called, truth social or something, is technically in the stock market. You know, and that fucking made a whole bunch of fucking money when it fucking went in the market, basically because it's a meme stock essentially, you know what I mean? But it's something that's going to help make him money in line his fucking pockets. Aye, truth social, that's what it's fucking called. And you can imagine some people are invested in that for some short-term gain. It's kind of like GameStop, whatever. Remember GameStop was a fucking in the stock market and done amazing. Like, Phil has no concept about stock markets. So there are some people that fucking invest for long term. But there's definitely fucking markets for people to invest in short term as well. And there's also fucking markets for people to fucking invest in things going poorly. You know, they'll bet against it or whatever. Everything else like that, you know. He has no clue. He honestly has no fucking clue.
It's not even the point. Someone who's a smart investor goes for a long-term investment. Sometimes you'll invest in a stock that's a long shot, but you think that projected down the line it'll get some money and you'll make a big gain on it, right? People don't buy a stock thinking tomorrow I'll make money. He's literally saying, well, if we don't just make money immediately right now, right, no one will ever invest in us ever again. It's completely fucking false.
That's not what he fucking said. He's basically saying, look, the metrics right now for fucking console gaming is that it's not that fucking popular right now. The demand is down. You know what I mean? It's like the popularity of it is down. Sales are down. There is, you know, for the first year in a long while, there's a downward trend for the popularity and sales for these fucking things. He is basically giving you factual observations for his rationale and reasoning. You don't like to, you don't have to fucking like Phil Spencer and what he fucking does, but Phil Spencer was just basically just speaking, you know, factually about what the current market was like, at least for, you know, from his perspective. You know, I'm not saying it's all like that, of course, I mean, but that's his taking it, and Phil says the guy's completely wrong because reasons.
What you need to do is prove to people that your company has a plan that long-term you are going to be profitable. He is the CEO of Xbox, and he doesn't even understand fucking business or investments.
And you fucking do? What would you fucking invest in then, Phil? What would you fucking invest in? The S&P 500, Amazon, Apple, what?
I mean, like, it's insane what he's saying. Literally, it's nonsensical.
Burger.
This is complete short-term thought that doesn't work for any kind of a long-term industry. He's making judgments in his company and, you know, everything Xbox based off of we must make immediate profits now no matter what.
But that's how you run your business, Phil. If you don't get immediate fucking financial gain from your fucking games, you fucking shelve them. Look what happened to fucking Final Fantasy. Look what happened to Sea of Stars. That is your mantra for your business, Phil. You need immediate financial success, otherwise it's a fucking flop. You need people to invest in your fucking playthroughs and your retro throwback streams and all that shit, otherwise you're not going to do it as much. If you don't get immediate financial fucking gratification, you're going to send that shit to the Shadow Realm.
And that's not how a good business operates at all. There should be a long-term plan in effect that you can prove to investors it's worth it to come invest with us. Here's why.
Okay, Phil, sell me on your business. Tell me your long-term plan for DSP gaming. Oh, I'm going to fucking do more React content and do less gaming. Okay, what are you going to react to? Gaming. But, you know, is there anything else? I might get into politics. I was like, wow, what's your just political take? I'm not going to say. I like to sit in the middle of the fucking fence in case I piss off my whales.
I have this in place, this in place, this in place, this in place. Now, oh, well, right now, the whole industry is seeing some shrink, so therefore, we have to cut all of our jobs so we can still pay out money to the shareholders. That's stupidity. You know what? If you have a ton of shareholders where all they care about is immediate profits every moment, you have a bad group of shareholders. They're not going to have your back when you need them. So that's fucked up. Well, it means you misrepresented your company as a get-rich-quick company instead of a company that will actually benefit people in a portfolio of long-term investments. You fucked up. Sorry that I have a finance background and I know about this shit.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. You're welcome, Steve. I have a feeling Steve's head just fucking exploded there. Mr. fucking Chapter 7 bankruptcy has a finance background and he knows about this stuff. Mr. fucking I'm business, you know, finance degree fucking knows about this stuff despite maxing out 13 goddamn credit cards after having a whole bunch of credit card debt as well back in 2007, 2008 when he was traveling to evil. Oh, I need to hear that again. I need to hear that again. One more time. For those in the back that did not hear this.
You have a bad group of shareholders. They're not going to have your back when you need them. So that's fucked up. Well, it means you misrepresented your company as a get-rich-quick company instead of a company that will actually benefit people in a portfolio of long-term investments. You fucked up. Sorry that I have a finance background and I know about this shit. He doesn't even know how to run his company. He's making public statements that are cringe.
She's a big fucking bitch.
Oh my god, thank you very much to Profit for a super chat. It says, this is rich. Imagine someone with a finance degree who is financially ruined, bankrupt, who demands immediate funds daily given a multi-billion-dollar company advice. Unlucky. Yeah, I mean, this is unbelievable from Phil. This is absolutely unbelievable. Oh my god. I can't believe he fucking said cringe. Hold on, I think I have a sound clip for this particular thing. Hold on, where is it? Yeah, here it is.
Sounds like someone's posting cringe.
He lost. He posted cringe.
There you go, that'll fucking do. So yeah, and apparently as well, I knew I had a cringe sound clip somewhere. TacoZilla has shared an image, an old image. An old image of DSP and just felt like it should have been transformed into the classic Big Enough meme, aka the Screaming Cowboy. That was Tacozilla's rationale for finding this old Phil image and turning it into this. There we go. Oh my god. Jeez, man. Oh, for fuck, man. Mr. Finance Degree knows what he's talking about as he maxes out all his credit cards, as he begs for funds every day from his audience to pay his bills, as he'll plead today with his audience to make sure he supports so he can afford to have a meal with his wife tomorrow on their day off together. Jesus, man. It's incredible. It really is. Fuck me. Let's just let him cook some more.
I know about this shit. He doesn't even know how to run his company. He's making public statements that are cringe in relation to anything realistic when it comes to business. And this guy is in charge of the whole fucking company.
Who fucking cares?
Unreal. Absolutely unfucking real. I hate to say this, guys, but this just goes to prove, again, I said it again and again, the people who are in charge of these companies don't even understand the industries they're talking about. Right? How often do you think there's going to be a giant, explosive, profitable boom in console gaming? Maybe once every console generation, there's a spike. It's not going to be constant money pouring out of it, but there will be times when there will be giant profitable streaks. You know, do you think that Xbox's strategy recently is working? Buy up every fucking third-party studio and then literally just be hands-off and let them do whatever they want and pump out unfinished messes like Redfall? Do you think that's going to make money? But that's what Phil Spencer's doing, and now that that's failing, he's saying, well, we still have to make money somehow, so cut everyone's jobs. No, Phil. Here's what you do. You get fired, and someone else steps into your role who knows how to run a company, and then you don't have to do that anymore. Someone who actually is take charge instead of sit back and act like a frat boy and dress like you're in college, right? Someone who can actually fucking put their foot down and say, here's what we need to do with our games. They have to be good. They have to qualify these criteria that gamers are looking for. We have to be sure that we're hitting these markers so that people will want to play our games on our consoles.
But some people have actually never seen Phil's finance degree. Oh, give me a second, give me a second, give me a second. Give me a second, I'll find that shit for you guys. Hold on. Let's see. Can I find it? I don't know if I can find the video, but I think I'll be able to find a fucking thumbnail of it. Not a thumbnail, but an image. Let's see. Fuck me. What was the video? Give me a second, guys. I'm searching frantically here. Give me a wee second here. I'm trying to find it. I know I can find it. I know I can find it.
It's been a rough year. Why is Phil always
What the fuck? Where is it? Damn it! I'm trying to. Where is this fucking shit? I know I can find this somewhere. I'm trying my best. Does anyone have a link? Damn it! Why can't I find this fucking video? Ah, it's so annoying. Oh, thank you very much to Battery Exhausted for gifting a membership. And they hold on, they gifted a membership to themselves. Well, that worked out quite well for Battery Exhausted. Battery Exhausted was gifted a membership by Battery Exhausted. Well done, Battery Exhausted. I guess you need a membership and it found you. That's quite fucking impressive. Well, there we go. Congratulations, Battery. Be sure to thank Battery Exhausted for your membership, Battery Exhausted. There we go. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, he somehow broke it.
Come the fuck in and fuck the fuck off.
There we go. He's now got a membership now to Toadsko. So Toadsko got a membership from Battery Exhausted as well. So congratulations to Toad, and make sure you thank Battery Exhausted. I'm trying my best to find this. I cannot find this the finance degree fucking video. Let me try one more thing. Give me a wee second here. Give me a wee second. Is it this one? Oh shit, what the fuck is it? I know I can find it. I know I can fucking find it. I'm so annoyed right now. Steve's asking, was it the Closet Queen? It wasn't. No, it was an old video from his fucking Snortfork condo. It's a really old video of his where he's like doing a tour of his condo and it's on the fucking wall and he shows it, but I can't find it for the life of me. And it's annoying the crap out of me. Oh, fuck me, man. I am so annoyed right now I cannot fucking find us. Ah, damn it. Take our word for it. He has a fucking finance degree. He does. He got it from his college. I'm going to stop hunting. I don't want to fucking get too detailed. I try to find it quickly. I couldn't fucking find it. I know exactly. Like, as I said, it's like it's done some sort of like fucking house tour. Or snort fort, you know, from the Connecticut days. And it was on a wall and he's like showing off the fucking finance degree or whatever. Give me one more wait. Give me one more fucking... I want to try and find this. Let's see if this will work. Let's see if this will fucking work. If it doesn't work, then I'm just gonna fucking stop and give up. I fucking give up. I can't fucking find it. I give up. At time bingo.
Now, oh well, the games industry's in a downturn, so I guess we just cut jobs until it comes back. You're a fucking idiot. Phil Spencer is a fucking idiot. What he's saying is ridiculous. I read this article this morning. I was like, are you out of your fucking mind? It's just insane. You know, it's absolutely insane. But I hate to say it, but you know, the whole corporate America in particular is an industry where people fail up. And what I mean by that is these people are horrible at their jobs, right? They do horrible things, and they're still rich and they still succeed somehow. Because it's like once you're at that level, you literally never get any accountability for what you do. You just continuously get paid. It's like, what the fuck? There you go. Michael Caine just said something very interesting in the chat. You ready? He says, there's an old interview clip with Steve Jobs. He explains why companies fail. Because salespeople get promoted to decision-making positions and salespeople don't care about quality. You got Yves Guillemot over here saying Sea of Thieves, excuse me, I said Sea of Thieves, that's incorrect. Skull and Bones is a quad A game worth $70. The game is a pile of dog shit, but he says that because he's a salesman. You got Phil Spencer over here telling everyone, oh, all these studios we're acquiring are great and everything's good. Then he completely hands off with anything and all the games they pump out are dog shit. So then he says, oh, well, our industry's in a downturn, so we have to lay off people to be profitable.
Okay, so Dragonism has found it. Dragonism seems to have found the video. And I'm going to try and fucking find it as well. He's given me the title of the video. I knew it was a condo tour. I knew it was a fucking wee tourist fucking condo. Give me a second here, I'm going to try and fucking find this shit. I'm determined. I am determined. And it was, what was it? DSP's Condo Tour 2012, part 11. Part fucking 11.
Alright, we're heading into the bedroom, and this is actually some of the room.
Who fucking cares? Where's your finance degree? Where is it? Where is it? Where? No, wait, that's the ace. No, that's not a finance degree. That's him basically getting... He got a certificate from his daddy. This is him getting a certificate from his daddy. Okay? The ace certification. This is what he pulled out of his closet. Like years later. But right next to that... There it is! Universitas Fairfieldinis. Philip Burnell. There we go. This is Phil Burnell's finance degree that he is so very proud of. And what did he do with that finance degree? He got himself into a bunch of credit card debt when he was trying to become a competitive Street Fighter player back in 2006 and 2007. Then YouTube came along, he managed to fucking avoid being bankrupt earlier on in life because YouTube money paid off that old credit card debt. Then he repeated the same mistake and maxed out 13 credit cards, and he actually ended up having to go bankrupt after all, years later, when YouTube success fucking fell apart. There we go. Do you want to hear Phil describe the finance degree? Let's see him describe both certificates. Okay, let's see what he has to say about both certificates. First of all, the ACE certificate.
To me, we've got my ACE certification, program certification, and what that is, it confirms that basically the company that laid me off in 2010 spent thousands of dollars training me how to do continuous improvement, had me run events to do it, and then they laid me off because they're fucking idiots. And
your dad is kind of responsible for these certificates being given out. So you got that certificate because you're a daddy. You got the job because you're a fucking daddy. So unless you're pish, Phil, you're given a laptop because you couldn't do your work in the fucking place itself. And you had to fucking finish your job because you're so goddamn slow. Now go on, explain the finance degree.
This is my Fairfield University degree in Bachelor of Science, which basically means business degree. This is my Game of Thrones 2012 calendar.
That was it. That was it. that was all he got. That was him. That's what he's fucking proud of, and what he's fucking referring to today. He calls it a business degree. It's really a finance degree, but yes, that was it. Fuck me, man. Stevie Dead is making an obscure. What is that joke? Is that a Simpsons joke or something? The guy showing his medals: 3 years long service, 6 years long service, 9 years long service, 12 years long service. I feel is that a Simpsons joke? I think it is. I'm not sure. I know the joke, but I can't place where it was. Anyway, but yeah. Also, hold on. So the finance degree, the business degree. Oh, it was a Red Dwarf joke. That's why it's fucking familiar. Fuck me. And it was Rimmer, of course. In my defense, it's been a while since I have watched Red Dwarf. I love the show, but I've not seen it in a wee while. That's on me. But you see, he glosses past this degree, and then he seems to be more excited for the calendar next to it.
This is my Fairfield University degree in Bachelor of Science, which basically means business degree. This is my Game of Thrones 2012 calendar. Right now it's on Tyrion Lannister. This is the Super Mario Brothers history poster, okay? This is a pile of fucking mess of shit.
Well, that'll do, I guess, for that fucking shit. I guess we can move the fuck on from that. Thank you, Dragonism, again, for finding that video. I knew it was somewhere, you know, I fucking knew it was somewhere. You know, but there we go. So yeah, for people who didn't believe that Phil had a business degree, finance degree, he does have one. But yeah, we've got to question how effective it was considering what happened to Phil later on down the line.
You're in charge. You are the people in charge of the companies. And the people who are getting punished are the people below you for your bad decisions. Do you see a problem with that, perhaps? Right? Really? Listen, if I make a bad decision, and if I do shitty things here on stream or whatever, I'm the one who gets punished for it, correct?
Yeah, because you're a one-man fucking business, Phil. You don't have a fucking team of employees that are fucking relying on your success. Unlike Phil Spencer, who has like fucking thousands of people, I imagine, fucking relying on him doing a good job.
I'll be the one. Imagine if I said something awful on a stream that was terrible, and then other people suffered for it, not me. I'm fine. I stay where I am, and I just keep, you know, I can still be a YouTuber, but everyone else gets hurt.
Isn't that exactly what happens to your audience every time you fucking run your mouth in some sort of fucking interview and podcast or something? You ran your mouth in side scrollers, made yourself look fucking terrible, and your community suffered because of it. And that's why you won't do these interviews anymore, Phil. Because they hurt your community, because you fucking do some stupid shit on some side scroller interview or whatever. You run your mouth and try and do something with Review Tech USA's old editor or some fucking shit. And then your community suffers from it because it's like, oh, Phil's going to do it again, oh no, this is going to hurt us, and Phil's going to make himself look dumb, and it's going to hurt us because Phil's going to be upset about it.
Imagine that. That's the positions these people are in. They can literally just sit here and make mistake after mistake after mistake, and their companies just continue on, and they continue on, but all the people under them suffer for it. That's pretty insane, don't you think?
I mean, not really, Phil. Look, if you're working for a company and that company does not do well, everyone suffers, usually. And usually it will start from the fucking lower rung people. That's just the fucking chance you fucking take. It's just, that's the way fucking capitalism fucking works. If a company's not doing well, don't need to cut back on fucking employees. If a company does really badly, they'll fucking go out of business altogether. That is just simple to grasp for most people. Is Phil trying to insinuate that if a company doesn't do well, the first person to go shouldn't be anyone else apart from the higher-ups? But then who would be in charge? Are you going to have some sort of low-level line worker with no experience whatsoever be in charge, who doesn't know how to operate a business properly? They just know how to fucking do their own job within that company? What's your plan here, Phil? What's your logic here?
It drives me bonkers. That you have people in charge. I mean, I've already had issue with Phil Spencer over the years with some of the dumb things he said. I keep telling you guys, you can't trust the guy because he's essentially just like we just said, he's a salesman. He's not a CEO. He's not a leader. He's a salesman. He's put there to the forefront to push stuff, and then when it all fails, he just smoke and mirrors you to a different direction or something else and makes up an excuse or whatever. It's nonsense. The guy's a joke. I mean, why is Xbox right now, even though they have comparable hardware to the PlayStation 5, why are they so far behind this console gen? Can you think of a reason to have an Xbox besides Game Pass? I mean, Game Pass is a great value. I like the Xbox controller better than the PS5 controller. But if all games are on both consoles, and PS5 has a few awesome exclusives, why would you not want the PS5? correct? So unless he can fucking figure out a reason to own his console, there will always be a downturn of console sales this generation. I mean, it's his fault. I honestly don't know why people like him so much. Why? Because he has a smile. Because he, you know, again, because he looks like a friendly guy. Again, because he looks like a friendly college guy who wants to hang out with you and play video games. He was in charge of Microsoft during the Xbox One era, and now the Xbox Series S and X era when it's on a downturn. You understand? He's not doing the right choices. He's not doing the right choices. He's doing all the wrong choices for Xbox. And it's sad because the hardware is good. There's nothing wrong with that console. I like playing games on it. It's his fault. He doesn't know how to run the company. And the thing he just said there blows my mind. He says, so we want people to think of Xbox as the place to play all the good games, but it doesn't have to be a console. Then what the fuck is it, you idiot? What is it? What are you talking about? Are you a third-party developer, or are you a first-party company that has a console that people want to play games on?
He wants the Xbox to become some sort of fucking multi-purpose tool where not only do you fucking play games on it, but you can also fucking enjoy, you know, browsing YouTube or TikTok or whatever pish. He wants it to fucking be more than just a fucking console. Because a lot of people these days have like fucking they want to get the most out of technology. Their phone, they can fucking, you know, check Twitter on their fucking phone, they can also check TikTok, they can fucking play games on their fucking phone. They want it to be multi-purpose apparently. That's what Gen Z wants. That's what the fucking trends seem to be telling Phil Spencer. Whether that's accurate or not, who fucking knows, but that's what Phil Spencer was fucking saying.
You can't have it both ways. If you have it both ways, no one needs your console. You can't sell Xbox as a brand because the brand is the console. It's not a line of games. Right? What he says makes no fucking sense at all. He's an idiot.
So Phil, I'm hearing a lot of criticism here, but it's not constructive. It is just destructive. You know what's going on about fucking people not allowed to give you criticism unless it's fucking constructive? And here you are, ranting and raving on your podcast without offering any constructive criticism whatsoever. I'm seeing a lot of criticism, but it's quite destructive, and it's basically saying people are a fucking idiot, but you've not told people what the fucking right thing to do is.
Anyway, it blows my mind. It gives me a headache that these people are in charge of these companies. What a story! What an interview at GDC. I mean, after that, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. For all the people who are like gung ho behind, you know, Microsoft, I'll be honest. I have lost confidence in this company. Listen, I love my Xbox. I love Game Pass. I love the controller. Hell, I still get surround sound on my Xbox, which I don't get out of my PS5. But, dude, you can't be a worse manager. You can't be a worse leader. I really can't imagine. I mean, the guy is such an inept idiot. He's like an oaf of bumbling around, slipping on banana peels and fucking making excuses for everything. He's ridiculous. He's like, at this point, it's like a comedian. He's not a fucking corporate leader. That is not how you run your company. Like, what the fuck is going on? Anyway, it is what it is. I guess we'll continue to follow. I don't know how he thinks he's going to pull Xbox out of the fire when he's at GDC saying shit like that in interviews. All this does is kills consumer confidence. Imagine you're a shareholder of Xbox, right? And the CEO of the company you own stock in just said he believes there's an industry downturn and the only way that he can give you money for your share is to fire employees. Would you want to continue to be invested in that company? Or would you say, wow, this sounds like a ship that's sinking. This sounds like a room that's on fire and I need to get the fuck out, right? And he publicly said this in an interview. Why is he so stupid? Even if everything he says is true, it's still stupid to say it.
Oh, so you don't want people to be honest then? You'd rather just be fucking told a bunch of fucking sweet little lies. I guess that's what Phil seems to be admitting here. Ignore harsh truth. Just keep feeding me sweet little lies.
Oh my god, right? Sometimes you have to be smart enough to realize that things need to be left unsaid. Phil Spencer's not smart enough. He's dumb. Yikes. Well, guys, that's what I got for gaming news today. Sorry that one was such a bummer. It really is a bummer for me. Because again, I like my Xbox console. I like the Series X. I think it's a superb console. There's nothing wrong with it. I like the idea of Game Pass. It pains me. It pains me to hear people who are in charge of this industry say dumb shit. It's like, seriously, it's like, this guy is like, it sounds like he just got pumped in and out of a college system, that they just taught him like textbook shit. And so that's all he knows. He has no insight. He has no...
Oh, is he about to fucking go against the fucking college educated fucking people now? Because he didn't get to fucking go to college. Not the way I wanted.
What's up?
Thank you very much to Kel Denson for the super chat, who says, give me a second till I just fix the cycle. I saw a statistic that showed that this young generation, Gen Alpha, enjoy playing most of their games on mobile, then console second and PC third. Yeah, mobile gaming seems to be a big fucking trend. It does seem to be the big, massive, more popular trend. People are on their phones all the goddamn fucking time. I sound like some old bastard saying that, but it's a simple truth of the fucking matter. People are always on their phones, they've always got it on them, and you know, phones are getting better, the batteries are getting better, the graphics are getting better, the camera's getting better, the games are getting more. You can afford to do it, you can do more on your phone. And people want to fucking be able to have things as well, like games on a fucking phone to enjoy while they're just, you know, and yeah, these could be fucking, yeah, that's just the way it's going, it seems. That's just the way it seems to be going. But yeah, I mean, I've seen those same cast stats, and it seems like it could be. We'll have to wait and see what comes of it. Like, I still prefer. I mean, I hate saying this because it makes me sound so goddamn old, but you cannot beat the usual gaming experience of like just being in your home and like just playing it with your hands and not on a phone or a small. I don't know what I fucking say because I sound so old. But back in my fucking day, we fucking played games on a computer console with a desk and or TV involved or whatever, you know, for God's sake. I don't know, I'm just making myself, just depress myself, make me feel like I'm so old. Oh yeah, but yeah, battery also says that even make proper, gaming phones. Games. The number one priority for some of these phones that are getting made is to play fucking games. And it's like, that blows my mind. It really does.
No experience, no wisdom. No wisdom. And he's been running Xbox for what, a decade now? He has zero wisdom or any kind of knowledge in the industry. He's just still spouting out his textbook answers for everything that he learned in college. You know? That's not the fucking person to have as a leader.
Well, a college-educated person is not suitable to lead a corporation, apparently. Well, who is, Phil? You?
But he's got a nice smile and he's a good salesman, right? So he's the leader. Sounds like a plan, right? Yikes. Okay. Ben Roger, I didn't hear anything about a Marvel Rivals. Maybe he got announced today. I didn't hear anything about that. I'll have to look into it. He says there's some new 6v6 PvP beta this May game coming out. I don't know. Okay.
Ruh-roh. Phil's OBS is crashing. Oh, he's not happy. OBS is crashing. I bet the video is going to screw up. LOL. Finally, Phil talks in his fucking chat. This sucks, lol. We are behind Phil by 34 minutes. I don't even know if he's doing a podcast still. Yeah, he's still doing a podcast. And then his stream fucking has problems towards the end of the podcast, apparently. Well, I guess we got that to look forward to in about 30 minutes time. Let time go. Let's see what happens.
Alright, so anyway, guys. Sorry that the news was such a downer and a bummer today. What you know, I gotta cover what's in the news, and there you go. So that's what I got for today. I've covered pretty much all of my topics that I wanted to discuss. So I guess we'll get to shout outs at this point. Now wait a minute. What happened here? Hold on a second.
The thing is, what's happening to Phil right now sounds like it's what happened to me like last week or something. Remember I had to like my stream like crashed randomly. I had to kind of OBS it as well just to fucking get out the goddamn OBS froze up on me as well completely. And I had to like force it to close with, you know, Control-Alt-Delete, you know, Task Manager. And then I went straight back into OBS and I managed to resume the stream. So yeah, that same issue happened to me. And it just happened randomly. So it looks like it's happened to Phil as well. Although, I wonder if Phil's going to blame, you know, detractors or trolls or OBS, or is he going to blame Microsoft? So, you know, is this Phil Spencer getting his revenge because he was mean to him before? Who knows? Refreshing. I'm just reading Phil's fucking latest. So, you know, I think I have to Control-Alt-Delete it. Lol. This really happens. Refreshing won't work. It's my OBS being frozen, and I'm trying to get Windows to force close it. So I'm kind of enjoying seeing Phil's little meltdown in his chat, trying to fix this. So is there any more developments, Phil? Is there any more developments? Come on, give us more. Give us more, Phil. PC fundraiser confirmed. Jesus, bud. Oh, he's such a confused little piggy. Oh, goodness me. Maybe he's fixed it now, who knows? That might be been fixed because there's always be fucking things pop up in the fucking corner now in his fucking chat. He seems to be happy, you know what I mean? So maybe Phil's got it all sorted now. Who knows? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Let's get on with the bingo. Nice dead air.
I didn't get the message. Maybe if I do this. Hold on a second. There we go. Yeah, for some odd reason. So Jared, thank you so much. Jared re-upped his Ultra membership for 13 months this morning. It didn't capture his message in my leaderboard system over here, but there's a fan funding section on YouTube now, and it has his message. So excellent. So Jared says, I love the idea of the birthday react and return to Elden Ring. You share the same birthday as my father. I never forget the 6th. Have a great streaming day, Phil. Thank you to Jared. I'm glad you like the idea. Thanks for sharing. I think, again, if I get good feedback over the next week, I think it's something we're definitely going to do during the birthday event. And I think people would like to see me return to Elden Ring after being away for a year. I need to get back into it to prepare for the DLC regardless, right? Excellent. So thank you, Jared. I am David. Just did a super chat and says, hey, Phil, been a while. How you been? I've been good. If you haven't been around for a couple of months, I'm going to be honest with you. You probably haven't missed a heck of a lot unless you're interested in Baldur's Gate 3 or Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, because those are the games I've been playing the heck out of because they're so insanely long. And we're currently in the midst of what we have been calling, hold on, RPG overload, where literally every major high-profile game coming out has been an RPG, and I've been trying to juggle all of these, and it's been very rough because they're too long and they take so long to get through that the channel becomes inundated with RPGs, which is why I'm saying right now I think what we should do, we're finishing both Baldur's Gate 3 and Like a Dragon this week. We will be playing Dragon's Dogma 2, but I'm going to be balancing that with way other different games so that way we have variety back instead of the same shit over and over, okay? So, if you've been gone the last few months, that's what you missed. And it looks like this week we're finishing up some of these. And,
oh, did he just point at it? Did he just point at the graphic?
Gone the last few months, that's what you missed. And it looks like this week we're finishing up some of these.
Yeah, I'm counting that as him pointing at text. I'm counting that.
Burger.
There we go. He's pointing directly at the fucking image on his screen. I'm counting that.
And, we're actually going to, do variety. But outside of that, I don't know how long you've been away. So, you know, all kinds of stuff going on this year. DSP Throwback channel, which is my rebranded channel, where now I do all throwback content. We have 2 re-edited, reprocessed playthroughs going on there of Red Dead Redemption 1, which is almost done, and Final Fantasy 13, which as of this, oh, I forgot to mention, as of this morning, ladies and gentlemen, you ready for this? We are over 40 parts into my Final Fantasy 13 remastered playthrough.
Who fucking cares?
Which is my original playthrough, upscaled, 60 frames per second, you know, proper playlist, 30-minute parts, thumbnails, the whole 9 yards. After over 20-some, I think it's like 22 hours into the game just went open world. We just got to Grand Pulse, which is where you can finally explore an overworld and do missions and do side content and stuff. It's finally not linear. This is actually when the game gets good. It took that long for Final Fantasy 13 to get good. Well, how lame. And that's why I feel that game wasn't as good as it could have been, because who wants to wait 22 hours to play Final Fantasy in a Final Fantasy game, right?
So Phil is still having problems with his computers, apparently, you know, his OBS. You know, still getting, you know, there's still problems here. There's an empty chair stream, you know. And yeah, I'm testing the recording. Like this is a disaster stream from Phil. This is an absolute, this is gonna get a lot worse. This is gonna get so much worse for Phil later on. Oh, this is gonna be a disaster upcoming. We're still behind by over 30 minutes. I'm gonna go 1.5 speed. Hell, if we're lucky, we might win bingo before we get to that point. But 1.5 speed at time bingo.
Anyway, what was I gonna say?
Who fucking cares?
What was I gonna say? Oh, so the Throwback channel, not only do we have 2 ongoing playthroughs for posterity purposes, but also I started reacting to my old playthroughs once a week, and people love this retro react idea. You know, modern Phil, 14 years later, coming back and watching his old playthroughs and cringing at the bad commentary and laughing at the gameplay and just generally reminiscing and having a really good time with the audience. So I've loved this event, and you know, we're doing it more and more. You know, people are currently voting on what game will be this Sunday. Would you guys like an update on that? Let's take a look, because we haven't looked at this in several days. Let's look. So,
Fuck you, Phil.
Currently on the main channel page of DSP Throwback, we have a poll on the community tab where people are voting on what the next Retro React event will be. And here are the results. 467 votes in so far this week. Keep in mind, this poll will keep running till Sunday. Dark Souls 1, the original 2011 run. Continuing on with it, because we did play it once and we got to the Taurus Demon, the first major boss. 24% of the vote. Bully, my original 2013 run. 48% of the vote. Bioshock 1, the original 2009 run, 18% of the vote. And Mass Effect 1, the original run where I played on Insanity, 11%. So it looks like, unless we have, no exaggeration, about 200 more people vote and vote outside of Bully, it looks like Bully will be our next Retro React project starting this Sunday night. 11 years old that playthrough is. And that was a historic playthrough, because Number one, it split the kind of quality the playthrough was. It started as a camera pointed at the TV, and then midway through, I adopted direct capture, and it became a direct capture live stream game. And number two, it's a Rockstar game that's not a Rockstar game. And what I mean by that is it's not GTA. You know what I mean? It doesn't follow that adult formula. It is a more PG rated game, but it's not really PG. It's kind of in the middle. It doesn't have the over-the-top violence and sexual themes of GTA, but at the same time, it's very irreverent. It's got that immature humor to it. It's a fun game. So it's kind of cool that for the first time in so long, we'll be re-exploring that universe. I'm actually excited because I don't remember how the game starts or anything. That'll be pretty fun for Sunday night. Now, I'm curious, and here's the thing. FYI, I was doing Retro React once a week on Sunday nights for 6 weeks to do Heavy Rain. You guys loved it so much. You came out, you engaged, you supported, you kept it going. Okay? Now, if this continues, meaning...
Here we go. He's about to fucking threaten to not do this every week if he doesn't get the dollar he does.
Say this Sunday night for Bully. People come and they show up and they engage and they support and it does well. I will consider continuing doing this on a weekly basis. That was not actually the original intention of the series. I was going to do it maybe like twice a month, if that. And I was going to keep it scarce because I felt, hey, if we don't do it all the time, it'll feel special, right? But people just seem to love the idea. They've been really, liking the idea, showing up to the streams and supporting them. So if the stream does well Sunday night, I will keep it in the rotation every Sunday night. Okay?
So you're threatening your audience to fucking not do this every week if they don't give you money. That's what it sounds like to me, Phil. Just, I mean, at least he's being far more transparent now about his intentions. Money equals every week. Lack of money equals not every week.
But let's see what happens. Go from there. But right now, Bully on Sunday night, and we'll see how it goes. Okay? Cool. All right. Our first tip of the day has rolled in. It is a $4.20 tip from Dan the Man. Thank you, Dan the Man, for a $4.20 tip.
God damn, I would have fucking laughed Mars off if it was fucking Jade with a fucking tip, because he fucking said it rolled in.
I appreciate that. Hope you're doing well today. It was actually funny because Dan was here last night when I was playing.
How the fuck is that funny? Your regular audience viewer and contributor was there the other night. That's fucking hilarious, Phil. Thank fuck for that. Thank God you fucking told me that funny one.
A Dragon. And I said to him, Dan, thanks for stopping by. Hope you're enjoying Like a Dragon. He goes, I'm not here to watch. I'm not watching that game. I just wanted to support the stream. I was like, oh, okay.
It's funny. He doesn't fucking like your shitty gameplay. That is hilarious, Phil. Thank you for telling us that funny.
Not surprising. Again, these long RPGs have really been around for 2-3 months. In the case of Baldur's Gate, like over 3 months. So I'm not surprised that, people just come by that like me. They're like, man, I can't wait for them to finish these games so we can see something else. So thank you, Dan. The first tip of the day, coming in from Dan there. Taking a look, I think that's all we've got for now. So if any other contributions come in, I will shout them out. And if anyone wants to chat, please tag me in the chat, and we'll see what you guys have to talk about. Okay?
Who fucking cares?
Sussy, as much as I would like to take more days off, I cannot take more days off right now. They suggested that every Sunday I alternate one Sunday being a React day and one Sunday being a day off. That would never work. I have people who are members of the DSP React channel because they get 4 streams a month to submit videos and be watched. So that wouldn't work.
So take off a day that's not Sunday then. According to Prophet is saying what happened to Phil right now. It crashed when I clicked stop recording at the end of the podcast. Oh, that is hilarious. Oh, that is so beautifully, delightfully hilarious. Let's hope it's fucking screwed up with all his recording.
I have to work as much as I do right now. Maybe one day that will change. If something changes, maybe a channel will take off, maybe a project will be profitable, maybe things will change, and people will stop shitting on me constantly, even though I just sit here and make content all day and stay in my lane. I don't know. But right now, I have to work as much as I do, and there's nothing I can really do about it. Okay? When is Friday Night Fights coming back, says Lucky Gremlin? I have no idea. Right now, it's not in the cards, because right now I'm all fighting gamed out. I'm enjoying my hiatus from fighting games, which hasn't even been a month yet. I can't wait to get back into them when there's a reason. Right now, I don't see a reason. What's up, Jade? I know you won't be here for Baldur's Gate. I'll see you tonight for Like a Dragon. Derek says,
apparently, Canadian Kirk is back trying to fucking get unbanned on Phil's stream. Who knows? The fact that Phil, he knows who this person is. He knows an openly racist person in his chat, in his community, and yet he tolerates him. It's almost like he embraces him in his community. Where is Phil's moral compass in dealing with this person?
Thinking of doing a birthday tier maker for your birthday. Well, what would it be? Like, what's your idea for it? Because that's what we're trying to figure out. Like, what kind of a tier maker should we do on my birthday? Have I ever called into a radio station before? No, never, Mr. Toadstool. Dark Gaming says, I did a quest last night in Dragon's Dogma 2. It auto-failed 10 other missions I was doing. The game has a lot of easily missable content. My wife is playing Dragon's Dogma 2 right now. She's way ahead of me because I only played it the one day. And she said a lot of the stuff is awesome and a lot of the stuff is wonky. She's had more than 3 different missions that were supposed to be timed missions. That you need to do them like right away. And then the mission like doesn't work. Like she had a mission where apparently someone was like stuck in a cave being attacked by wolves. So she went to the cave, she saved the person. And the person said, I'll see you back in town, and then meet me there and that'll be the end of the quest. The person never made it back to town. They just disappeared from the game entirely, just gone. And she went back to look like maybe he's still in the cave. He's not in the cave. He's not on the road. He's not in town. Yup, yeeted off the planet. Great. And she said that's happened like 3 times in her playthrough. So great, right? Double M says, after all the RPGs are finished, you have future plans for another RPG. I mean, we're talking about this now, right? Dragon's Dogma 2 is the next one for me. After that, do we go back to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth? Do we go back to Sea of Stars? Do we play a new one that I skipped? I don't know, but I know I can't play 3 of them at once. It's never going to work. It will never work. I can't. Even now, Dragon's Dogma 2 and Final Fantasy 7 at the same time, I don't think it works. I don't. I have to play different games. I can't all be playing RPG. Can't do it, you know? Celeste says, don't take a second day off. Have a Sunday that's a fake day off where you chill with us here. But again, what I'm trying to tell you, all right, is
Burger.
I'm already so in demand for what I'm doing, right? People want me to play, like literally in chat, people are saying, you're not going to go back to Final Fantasy 7 right away. And I'm like, no, I don't want to play 2 RPGs at once. Double M just asked me, well, what other RPGs are you playing? When are you playing them? And then everyone's like, well, what other games are you playing? Not RPG. You understand? Like, I'm being pulled in 10 directions already because I'm so in demand by my viewers. And then people still want the React content every week, right? People are paying for it. They want to have that React show. People are loving Retro React. They definitely want that to continue, right? So it's like, I'm in the opposite situation of a lot of people who are like, man, if there's no hot game out, I have nothing to do. I literally am being demanded to play all these games at once, and I can't do it all. So how then, in the case that I'm already not able to play all the games that people want, how on earth then am I going to take a day off of anything to just hang out with people, right? Like, hear you? What's happening right now is basically people are saying, things are going to change. You're not always going to be a full-time gamer. You're getting older. We like hanging out with you. I mean, case in point, in the last couple of months, I think once a month I've had a late night where things just didn't go according to plan. So I said, let's just do a late night hangout stream. And those streams get high attendance, high engagement, and high support just for me sitting here chatting with you for a couple hours, right? So I hear you. I think that's where we're headed is in the long term, it's going to be less about gameplay, playthrough, and more about just kind of hanging out and talking about various topics and the like. I completely agree. But right now, I'm like being pulled in a million directions. So unless people are okay.
Oh, you're getting pulled in a million directions, are you? That's an interesting number.
Jesus!
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, 6 million. 6 million. That's a pretty interesting number, isn't it? 6 million. Well, guess what? You're wrong. It didn't happen. You're making it up, right? You make that shit up. No, how about this? Banned. Gone forever. Because I don't put up with your fucking bullshit.
Now that was good. Now that was a fucking good one.
The boss being right.
It's always going to be funny. I was just waiting for Phil to say the goddamn word million. He started off getting pulled in 10 directions, and then if I can change to like tons of directions, and all of a sudden it became a million directions. 10 turned into a million. I saw my chance and I seized the opportunity, and we played the clip. God damn, it's always going to be fucking funny. It'll never not be funny. But there you go, I saw my chance and fucking took it. Oh, bloody hell. I've had a request for otters. They ain't there. The motherfuckers are on strike or something. I mean, I want to give you otters. There's the pool where they are. And yet they're like, no, we're not coming out. It's fucking raining. You know? I said, no, we can't go out in there. It's raining. We might get wet. Fuck me, man. Where are these wee bastards? Am I actually going to fucking have to like go to like fucking Monterey Bay instead? Where the webcam's not as good. There you go. There's the Monterey Bay. I've got ultra webcam. No, they're hanging it at the door for some reason. Yeah, there's a wee door there that the fucking workers use to fucking come in. Maybe it's like time for a meal or something, and like they're just camping at the door waiting for people to come in so they can get fed. That's what I think was happening anyway. There you fucking go. And these ones still like bark again for fucking. Never mind. We get back to the bingo.
Hey, with me dramatically reducing the amount of gameplay that I put out, right? I don't see how that's possible. I don't. You know, I'm one man. I'm getting pulled in 100 directions, and there's not much I can really do about that. I wish cloning. Well, you know, I don't know if cloning would be a good idea. If I clone my.
If you cloned yourself, you could then fuck yourself, Phil.
It's a good idea that they could take over for me and try to murder me or something. Maybe we shouldn't clone. You know, but I'm one guy. Everyone wants to see me do everything. Right?
I love how Phil's first instinct is my clone, who's the exact copy of me, might try and kill me. Like, is he basically, that is what he would do to them. I love how his first impression of a clone is like, oh wait, if this clone is me, this clone's going to stab you in the fucking back, because that's the type of person Phil Burnell is.
right? Well, guess says I'm currently grinding metal slimes in Dragon Quest 11 while watching the podcast. Good luck. Aren't they on that island? That particular island that has like a ton of metal slimes? I think there's one island that has like a bajillion of them, if I remember correctly.
Bajillion? That's an interesting number. I'm not going to do it. I'm just kidding on.
Oh, hold on. A burp coming. Feeling pretty bad. Hold on. Oh my god, excuse me. That's why I did it over there, because I felt it coming.
I'm counting that as like fucking 4 or something. Hold on. How many was that?
Feeling pretty bad. Hold on. Oh my god, excuse me. That's why I did it over there, because I felt it coming. I didn't want you guys. Did you hear it badly? I tried to do it in another direction than the direction of the mic. Sorry about that. Okay. I received a $25 tip from 1 Minute Man. He says, I hope you don't run out of spells today. You could have grabbed some bombs in case the Nautiloid tanks are waiting for you to blow them up. So they do blow up if you hit them.
There you go. 1 Minute Man has been and tipped.
Burger.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
Just a one $25 tip though, so I guess he's not going to have multiple smaller tips today.
Okay. Hope you choose the most satisfying dialogue options. Good luck completing your first run. Thank you, 1 Minute Man. And 1 Minute Man, did you hear what I said earlier on the podcast? I have been privy to a cutscene regarding the plot of Baldur's Gate 3 that I actually made the right decisions the entirety of the game, but you wouldn't even know it. And a lot of people who beat the game don't know what's going on, and actually the ending is very deceptive, and apparently I'm going to get a better outcome ending because of my choices. But people, let me put it this way, without spoiling, I can't really explain what I mean, but I'm going to be talking about it first thing when I boot the game up, okay? There you go. Genesis Gaming says YouTube seems to be having problems with uploading, just a heads up. Really? You mean just on-demand videos and stuff? Interesting. Hopefully that's not the case by the time I upload later today. If it is, I guess what I could do is rip the videos out of the stream once the stream processes, which is always an option. Right? I guess we'll have to see how it works.
Get on with it, Phil. You're boring us.
Okay. Dark Gaming says I should just show the cutscene. Well, I'd have to find it and play it on the YouTube app and everything. I don't know if I want to do that.
Fuck making an effort from my audience.
The Gaming says everything gets stuck at 7%. Every video you upload gets stuck at 7%. Keep in mind, YouTube servers are regional. So it could be a regional thing depending on where you live. But this has happened before to me where I try to upload and videos will just endlessly get stuck and not complete. And then all of a sudden later in the day, everything works because they basically fix the problem, whatever it is. So hopefully it's not an issue. We'll see. I'll have to figure it out later. Actually, I might know sooner than later because I believe today one of my editors is probably getting a new video of Red Dead Redemption up on DSP Throwback. So they would have uploaded during the day before I'm uploading.
So there is confirmation that Phil actually has granted access to these channels to these editors. Like they have direct access to upload these videos directly to the channel. So there you go. I wasn't sure if how Phil was doing it, but yeah, Phil has actually trusted these editors so much that they have access to this channel.
So I guess I'll have to check on that later and see if the channel got a new video or not. And if it didn't, that might be why. Man, if it's all screwed up and the servers are not accepting vids, I don't know. I do not know. I'll have to see. Okay. Anyway, hopefully it's not a big deal.
You failed.
How long does it take to upload videos? It varies, and this is what I mean, like YouTube is so inconsistent. There's some days I'll queue up the videos from the one stream, my first stream. I'll queue them up, and I'll go to eat dinner, and within an hour I'll come back and check, and they're already live. I'm like, wow. And then there's some days I queue them up to upload, and I go to eat dinner, and I come back, and they're not even done by the time that I'm starting my second stream. It's the same exact video quality. It's the same size of the videos. It's just a YouTube thing. YouTube fucks up. It's just on them. You know, it's completely inconsistent. You know? Like I said, I think it has something to do with different regions and stuff like that. I don't know. No, Derek, I don't have any suggestions for the tier maker. That's why I've been asking the audience. Let's see here. I received a $1.50 tip from Anso Kamaru. He says, every time you say Yimo, I crack up. I don't know why it's so funny to me. He just announced that Immortals of Avium are going to be one of 3 PlayStation Plus games this month. That's awesome. I was literally about to buy it the other day. It's crazy. It just came out. Well, it came out in the fall, right? It's a shame it's a flop. Apparently everyone that plays it said it's great. Yeah, it's a combination of really bad marketing and really bad timing. You know, it came out around the same time as Baldur's Gate 3, correct? So everyone was so hyped about Baldur's Gate 3, and no one had heard about this other game because they really didn't market it well. No one even really knew when it was coming out or what it was about. So, yeah. I received a $10 tip from Chakyak. What's going on, Chakyak? He says, how do we know you haven't already been cloned and the real Phil was dead for 5 years? I think you're lying about being more mature. You're a clone that murdered the real Phil. Well, maybe somewhere out there, there's a 42 or about to be 42-year-old Phil who's making incredibly crude comments, getting himself into all kinds of trouble, getting canceled on every platform. Right? Perhaps you're right. Maybe that's true. Maybe I'm a Peapod person, right? You ever seen Invasion of the Body Snatchers? Maybe. Who knows? And maybe, just maybe, I wouldn't even be conscious of it. Correct? Maybe. Maybe I wouldn't know. Right?
front, left.
Oh, it's an interesting premise.
Wasn't that basically the plot of that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, you know, where he was like, he had a clone and like, he didn't realise that he was a clone or some pish. I can't mind what it was called, but yeah, it was a shit, man. That was a fucking shit movie.
Derek says, another idea I had is to make a Kahoot quiz about you. There are 4 options and 30s to answer. What the heck is a Kahoot quiz? I've never heard of that before. Well, I've been playing the re-release of Multiverses in May. Perhaps. You know, I really liked it when it came out 2 years ago in early access. I enjoyed it. I played it for a couple months, and then people told me to stop playing it because they got bored of it. So maybe it'll be a little bit of a fun reinvigoration to jump in when it comes out and play it a little bit more. I doubt it's going to have long-term longevity because it didn't last time. But maybe as a mess around, it is a free game, by the way. So yeah, I don't see the reason why not to mess around with it a little bit again, because I did like it 2 years ago. Oh, let's see here. I received a $3 tip. You're completely ignoring and missing out on an idea people tell you about. It's community nights. Once a month where every month you and the community vote on what game we all play next with you. That's a huge opportunity you're not taking. No. I don't do it because I can't do it because of the trolls.
Oh, fuck off. It's not our fault you fucking don't want to do anything if you're a dumbass dented audience. You could easily do something with them, you just choose not to.
I've explained this so many times over the last decade. I swear at this point I feel like I'm talking to a wall that people just don't listen to me. Okay? I can't do multiplayer nights because unless it's an incredibly controlled environment. Okay? Unless it's an incredibly controlled environment in some way. Okay? Sadly, people ruin it. Anything that's an open lobby, anything that's like anyone can join with multiplayer, they fucking ruin it. You understand? Like, for example, if I do a lobby, okay, we're gonna do a lobby in Call of Duty. Immediately, half the people in the lobby are trolls. We're just gonna sit there and teabag and block the shot and not play and just be assholes. And all that does is it upsets the other half of the people who are there to play and can't play because the game's ruined by the trolls. So why set up a night to play games with people when you know it will be sabotage and only upset those that actually want to play games with me? All I'm doing is creating a miserable night for people, right? I know because it's happened before. I've been through this. Now, in the case of Street Fighter 6, we somewhat were able to keep it under control a bit. There was still trolling. There were still people going in there with bad names who were basically, they wouldn't leave and you're like, yeah, kick them out because they fucking lost, but they still hog a spot because they're assholes. You know, it worked, but it was rough around the edges, but arguably I think it did overall work. And after doing those, what was it, like 3 weeks, 4 weeks in a row? Interest fell off. People weren't attending the streams anymore. And I said, it's time to move on. You know, it just wasn't a big deal. There is no giant demand for community night except for trolls. The trolls want community night so they can show up and ruin it for the fans. So why should I create the environment for the trolling to occur in? I'm not stupid. And that's the truth is, why is there demand for it? Because trolls don't really have many opportunities where they can fuck with me these days, right? The chat is under control. The games I play don't have the interaction level that they can fuck with it, right? It's not like Wings of Redemption, who tries to play every game online that he plays, and all the online games he's constantly fucked with left, right, up, and down. Instead, I stay in my lane and I do stuff that's controllable environments, and therefore, they don't have any effect on me. My streams do well, my gameplay does well, and they're so pissed at that because they want to always be this thorn in my ass element, and they can't be. They're basically, all of their efforts are fruitless, right? So why would I create the environment for them to now get attention again? I'm not going to because I'm not stupid. So if that's a genuine question you're asking me, I hope that now you've got the answer. It's the same answer I've given every time it's asked in the last 10 years. People just don't listen, right? Don't you think I would like to do that? I used to. Don't you remember back in the day? People used to play with me all the time online. You know, games like Battlefield, games like the Assassin's Creed multiplayer, Call of Duty, fighting games. We used to always do those. In December, when typically game releases would dry up, I would actually have entire weeks of multiplayer with fans. And it worked, and it was fun. And then all of a sudden, that's when this is how you don't play hit, and all those movements hit, and I became the negative meme of the internet, and it just became fun to fuck with Phil and his community. I'm not going to put my community into the line of fire with a chance that somehow, possibly, we could have a night without trolling. I'm not stupid. So your answer, to answer your question in a nutshell, the abridged answer, why don't I do community nights? It's a lost opportunity. I'm just going to respond, nice try, but I'm not stupid. Thanks for the tip. Spawn Killer did a super chat. He says, could you upload your King of Hate HD vlogs? So what you're talking about is the missing vlogs that used to be on the old King of Hate HD channel, but the channel is no longer visible. Yes and no. Yes, I could. If there was demand.
No, I don't want to because I'm a lazy bastard. Is he about to say it as if it's demand for him? Someone's demanding it right now, Phil. If you're going to fucking bring up, oh, there's no demand for it. Someone's asking you right now.
But the channel is no longer visible. Yes and no. Yes, I could. If there was demand for them. Right now, it seems like most of the demand is for gameplay throughs to either be uploaded because they just don't exist or to be restored so that they're better. Like, once we got through Red Dead and Final Fantasy 13, everyone was saying, what about Fallout 3? And I was like, but Fallout 3 is visible. And they're like, no, but Fallout 3 looks like shit. Can you do something about that? And that's what we're kind of looking into right now. How can we improve it and make that work, right?
Oh, we are looking into it. Your unpaid, dented editors are looking into it, Phil, and doing all the effort and work that you refuse to fucking do because you're a lazy bam. Now go on, burp again so we can add it.
Oh, excuse me. But you're right. There's a ton of vlogs from back in the day that were present on the King of Hate HD that just don't exist anymore, that perhaps I could recreate on the Throwback channel long term. The other problem about it is that a lot of the videos that we're vlogging have music in them. So, you know, back in the day, I didn't care about profits. I wasn't monetizing content. So a lot of the videos that I had from back then has like music and stuff in it that
you did care back in the day about profits. Even your very first video where you appeared on camera, you asked people to please, you know, contribute through PayPal so we can buy new games. Click on the ads and please PayPal me money so I can buy these new games, so I can play it for you guys. You were, even back then, you were all about asking for money so you can buy games and play games.
literally is just going to get muted on YouTube anyway. So the effort would be like, gee, could we maybe bring back the vlogs? But then we have to edit out music somehow and stuff, you know? If you have any vlogs in particular from the King of 8 HD channel, you know, over a decade ago that you think that you're missing or you'd like to see, let me know. But I have not heard much major call or demand for the vlogging content. It's still possible we can re-upload it for posterity purposes, though.
Who fucking cares?
Yeah, I know. Eternal Napalm says, I'm shocked people wanted Final Fantasy 13. Lightning's a terrible protagonist. Dude, I always said Final Fantasy 13 was not a very good game. Really? And people just were like, no, the freaking, you know, Final Fantasy 13, the playthrough's been gone for too long. We want it back. It's like, all right, I'll give you what you want. I know the playthrough's not that good because the game is boring as dirt, but I'll give you what you want. Derek says, Kahoot are multiple choice quizzes. I can create one. I can make it about you. Whenever whoever gets the most correct answers, who knows fills the most, there's a top 3. Oh. I mean, if you ever want to take a stab at something like that, go for it, but I wouldn't know what trivia or whatever to put in there. You know what I mean? Like, you'd have to come up with the questions and answers and everything, and I think that sounds like a lot of work, no? That's up to you if you want to try it, Derek. Okay. No, I never played Star Ocean Second Story Remake. I never played any of the Star Ocean games at all. Oh, man. Ooh. If Battlefront is better, would I put it in the rotation for a bit? That was my original intention, was to have it in the rotation as a game to break up everything else as a multiplayer game, and then it fucking just completely died on launch because it didn't work. So if they fixed it and it plays and it's fun, I would love to play it. You know, I hope that they fixed it. How do you pronounce the name Sephiroth? I pronounce it like this, Sephiroth. In the song, the lyric is like Sephiroth, like it ends with like an S. I don't know why, but it's like they're not. I always thought they were saying Sephiroth in the song, like but no, I think they say like Sephiroth in the song or whatever. It's confusing, but it is Sephiroth. A trivia chat quiz sounds fun and interactive for your birthday. All right, let's see what Derek comes up with then. No one is playing it anymore. Playing what? The Stellar Blade demo is available. That's great. I told you I'm not playing it. I'm not playing Stellar Blade, and I've explained my reasons why. If you just repeatedly say stuff about Stellar Blade, all I'm going to do is ignore you. Because I've already said my piece about why I'm not playing it. I'm sticking to my guns because I know things aren't going to change. So there you have it. You think, oh, no one's playing Star Wars Battlefront Collection anymore? You don't think so? Oh, yeah? Oh, shit, I'm on the wrong console. I was going to try to boot it up right now. No, wait a minute. It is on PS5. Hold on. Hold on. You're going to hear some sound effects, guys. Actually, no, I'll mute it. Because if I don't mute it, you guys are going to hear Star Wars, and that's going to get claimed. Let's see.
Oh, that's his reason for muting it. I
wonder if it updated. Hopefully
oh my god. I genuinely thought, he's like, oh, I'm going to mute it for you guys, so, and for your consideration, for not, it's all for Phil. Oh, the video's going to get claimed if I have Star Wars music. I better mute this immediately. Fuck off, Phil.
I turned off the sound. You guys shouldn't hear anything. If you hear the game noise, let me know. You shouldn't hear it, though.
Let me know so I can make money from you dumbasses.
Okay.
Yo, Phil.
Connection to host was lost.
Shut the fuck
That's not good.
up!
Oh, I'm joining a match right now. Oh, it's a stupid... Is it a hero match? I hate these. No. I'm playing right now. I'm literally playing right now. And it's working fine, actually. Yeah, it's actually running pretty good. I just killed someone. It's working fine. Why did that not hit him? Direct hit. Direct rocket hit to the droid.
Guys,
damn, I blew him sky high. Yo, it works nice. It's smooth. It feels buttery. They fixed it.
I have no explanation.
They completely fixed it. This game is working well. The hit detection seems to be working fine. I'm playing it while I'm streaming my podcast. And yeah, wow, they completely fixed the game. The hit detection is outstanding.
Jesus, what the fuck's going on?
I just died. Yeah. The hit detection is outstanding. It was working perfectly. I was hitting them with rockets and regular lasers, and everything worked fine. It looks like they fixed it. So that's cool. And I got in right away. I got right into a match. Now, of course, the question is, how many of those were real players and how many were bots? Because I think that game does have a ton of bots, right? So I can't answer that question, but it was working. I think that's fine to at least try a one-off night stream and see if it works. And if it works, great. And if not, forget it. We'll never play it again. By the way, I received another $1.50 tip. The Indian DSP says he wants to meet you and discuss possible collaboration. If you don't agree, he wants to sue you for taking his name. Very nice. Actually, he would never be able to do that because even if you have a similar or same name, it has to be in the same realm. So, for example, if I also were an artist who did like Indian-style pop music like that person does, then that's a suable offense. You can't sue someone to have the same name in a completely different medium or realm. That's just not possible. You know, that'd be like saying, Tom Jones sues a politician whose name is also Tom Jones just because he's a known politician. You're like, what? You can't do that. You know? Anyway,
the one thing I like is something I never thought about before, but I learned about it recently. The wrestler called Sting, you know, and the musician called Sting. They're both very famous for different reasons, and even though the musician Sting was first, I think, to be, they were, I think they were around before the Sting the wrestler was, doing his thing. The wrestler trademarked his name before the musician did. But he still allowed, he basically charged the musician $1 so he'd be able to use the name Sting. Still, it's such a weird little story and I fucking explained it terribly, but I love how there's some sort of strange agreement there. They were both called Sting, but the wrestler charged $1. So the musician Sting could fucking still use the name as well and fucking make money off the name Sting because he was like, it's a Daft Lee's kind of story, but I love that kind of thing where it's like, we're going to call the same thing, but it's okay. There's not going to be much drama over it. It's okay. As for everything else, like I don't know, but sometimes there is controversy when it comes to things like that, with names and trademarks and all that fucking shit. You know what I mean? Sometimes it gets all messy as fuck. It's nice when it's a nice little simple solution to it all.
Yeah, the game looks like it's working. So there you go. And perhaps we will stick that into the rotation over the weekend or Monday, Tuesday next week once these RPGs are done. But in the meantime, guys, I gotta go. All right? I gotta go. So thank you guys for watching the Level 1 podcast. I hope you enjoyed the show. Keep in mind, I'm not here tomorrow. I return on Friday. Hopefully on Friday, I will have a big update on the status of the RPGs. Maybe we'll have some game news. I'll talk about my day off. All this incoming. All right? And I thank you all for a great show today. I thank you for the support. End game push. Hopefully we finish and we can get done with these so we can play new games over the weekend. Thank you guys. See you Friday. Peace out.
Wow, that was just a hard cut to an empty chair. Jeez, that was not me. That was not me. That was just one straight hard cut to an empty chair. And we can hear him in the background. Still. Yeah, this is where disaster started from.
Should be back now. Yeah, the recording corrupted, so I'm gonna have to rip the podcast out of the archive stream. There's no other way for me to get it because it totally corrupted, which is why OBS froze. I'm trying to change my camera resolution, and that's also giving me an error. Wow, this is interesting. Hold on.
It's a real shame that Phil's having all these technical issues.
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
And apparently it gets worse.
Is it working? It literally, like, that also was, like, taking forever to load, so... basically, something's up. I wonder if I should just force close and open OBS again, see if that fixes anything. Are you guys still here? Can you hear me? Everything's still working? Because I might just turn off the stream, close OBS, open OBS again.
Who fucking cares?
You hear me? We're good? It is working? Alright. I think I am going to just quickly restart the stream. So the stream will buffer again and then come right back, okay? I'm going to do that just for a quick refresh. I want to make sure OBS isn't all messed up. Alright, I'll be right back.
I'm not touching anything. I'm not touching anything. It's just going to happen whatever happens, happens. My hands are in the air. I'm not messing with the time or whatever.
Should be coming back, guys. Let's see. Hopefully you guys can see me in a sec. And I'll confirm because I got to use the bathroom before we start. Are we back? Hello? Okay. So get this. That podcast was so badly corrupted. I tried to delete it and it took me almost like 4 minutes for it to delete. It was just like trying to read it. It couldn't read it. And it like super corrupted, that video. So what I'll have to do is after this stream ends, I'm going to have to go to the archive stream and rip the podcast out of the archive stream as a portion and try to get it to show up as a separate video on YouTube. Nothing I can do about that. Sometimes it happens. Rarely does it crash my OBS. I get corrupted videos every once in a while, but usually OBS just keeps working. In this case, OBS even said gave up. So, okay. So here's what we're gonna do. Very brief break for me to pee and just see what's going on with my family, and then we're gonna start. But I'll get us to the title screen like we usually do. Looks like I got a $1 tip as well. So let's see. Once again, Kirk is trying to get unbanned. Once again, it's like, I swear I've explained as much as I possibly can to Kirk about the situation, but I really need to reiterate it again. He took the $1 and he's trying to get unbanned again. It's like... See, here's... Okay, I know Kirk is listening, alright? Here's what Kirk doesn't realize, alright? If Kirk came back to stream with a new account and didn't act the same way like he always does, no one would know it was him. He'd literally be able to chat freely and interact with the community and have a good time. But this guy has made how many accounts? Comes back and acts exactly the same way, so everyone knows it's him. You see? This is what I keep telling him, like, you understand no one else is having this problem. Like, he thinks it's one mod is, like, has it out to get him. And although it very well may be that a certain mod doesn't like him, multiple moderators have banned this guy and said to me things that, you know, he's doing awful things, he's saying awful things, you know, this is why we have to moderate him. It's not just one. He is under the impression someone's, like has it out for him, and that's literally not the case. Whenever he comes back, everyone knows it's him, because he always says exactly the same stuff, acts exactly the same, right? If he came with a fresh account and didn't break the rules, didn't say racist things, didn't say sexist things, didn't say stupid things, no one would know it was him, and he'd be fine. But he literally comes back and always says something either sexist or racist, pisses people off, and people are like, that must be Kirk. And it always is. You know? So, I really don't even know what else to say at this point to this guy. Even if I were to unban him, he would be rebanned within moments because of the way he behaves. I know it. You know, if he learned to behave differently and then just made a new account, no one would have a problem. Right? I don't know what else to say, Kirk. I don't know what to tell you, dude. I can't make the world be a different place. No one wants that kind of stuff, including me on my streams, and you keep coming back and acting like that, and then you get moderated. I can't help you. Okay, brief break for me to use the restroom, and I'll be right back, and we'll start. I'll be right back.
And thanks to us having plenty of speed up juice, we can basically just fast forward until he gets back, which is round about... Yeah. Wait for him to waddle back into the frame. Keep an eye on the side of the webcam here. He's about to waddle back in frame. There we go. Zelda jammies. The Zelda jammies are confirmed. He is wearing the Zelda jammies. So hold on. Hold on. He said that he was super busy this morning. He woke up, he had a shower, he shaved, he had breakfast. Why would you then put your jammies back on for work after your shower? Wouldn't you just get fucking changed after a shower or whatever? I mean, I don't understand. So he got a shower and then fucking got back into his fucking pajamas. Jesus Christ, man. Mr. White is asking, are Zelda jammies a bingo area? No, because, I mean, I wouldn't like it to ruin a bingo, you know what I mean? Like, he wears, about half the time it feels like he wears Zelda jammies. But if it's one of those times where it's like, he's not wearing them and it's on the card, then it's kind of going to be one of those ones where we need a free space for it guaranteed. I'd feel a bit bad about that, you know? It's like, when it comes to things on the board, like him saying or doing these things, there's always a chance of that happening regardless of anything else, you know? It's always a possibility for everything on his board you see to happen, to be said or done. The Zelda jammies, though, are... It's like if he's not wearing them, then we're doomed. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's why I like to avoid having those kind of things on the card, just because I know it could sometimes kill a card.
Okay, are we ready? Let's boot her up, and I can tell you guys about this discovery I made about the plot of Baldur's Gate 3.
Who fucking
Thanks
cares?
to Dark Gaming actually sending me a clip of the game. Okay?
The Emperor is evil. Apparently that's a big massive fucking spoiler secret fucking thing or whatever, you know, like that's a big massive thing. Yeah, Banana Jones said it earlier on. From the future, the shit's been hyping up as the Emperor is evil, dude. Imagine an Emperor being evil in some sort of fantasy game. Imagine the Emperor being evil. When is the Emperor ever not evil? It seems like it doesn't matter what happens, the Emperor is always evil in some capacity. The only Emperor I know is not evil is the fucking llama in Emperor's New Groove. Although he started off as a fucking spoiled little bastard, you know what I mean? But he grew and evolved. Great movie, by the way.
entertainer. Because I'm not a puppet. I'm not here to play a character.
No?
I'm not here to pretend that I'm something that I'm not. I don't dye my hair. I don't act stupidly constantly to get attention from children. I don't do stupid pranks. You know what I mean? I don't.
All right, see you tonight, Derek. Are you ready to resume, everybody?
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Sea Otter exhibit. If you're wondering
Oh, I'm
who's
so
speaking
confused.
right now, my name is Becca. I'm a naturalist on staff, and I'm actually on the upper.
I was so confused there. I was so confused. I forgot to fucking mute the goddamn fucking otter stream from from Monterey Bay. I was so goddamn confused, and that's my bad. I completely forgot to mute you. I was like, what the hell's going on? This is Phil playing a video without us realising. Jesus, man. It's feeding time for the fucking Monterey Bay there, fucking otter. Oh, for Jesus Christ. But we have otters back here. That's the main thing, that's the important thing. We have our Vancouver otters back here. Never mind Becky and our fucking Monterey Bay otters. We'll focus on these wee otters for now. There we go. I'm so... Let's rewind this. I think it's at the end of bingo, and pretty much, you know. I'm so confused there. I was like, who the fuck's that?
All right, see you tonight, Derek. Are you ready to resume, everybody? Okay, here we go. Hello, everyone, and welcome.
And that is him now recording for YouTube, and that is going to bring an end to the bingo. Sadly, we could not get a full house today. Phil did not seem to snort a whole lot. We were 2 burps shy of a free space as well. Yeah, it is what it is. Remember, blame Tacozilla. Tacozilla picked his card, so everyone fucking, you know, vent your fury towards him for picking such a shitey card. I'm only kidding, of course. It's not their fault. Phil probably did ban someone, you know, they probably did actually ban someone, but we just had no confirmation of it, so it's hard to fucking tell. You know, I'm going to tick it anyway.
Burger. 5 in a row. That's concerning.
I just make myself feel better, so we're not fucking as far away from a fucking full house as I thought. They probably did ban someone, because they certainly leaned in a few times, but who knows why. But he didn't mention Twitter X, didn't say that being said, didn't say unique. Unique is a very good buzzword as well for him, but he didn't say variety. He said a lot, but not unique. He said necessary, but he did not say necessarily. And as well as that, he did not say allow me to explain. All these things that he's known for saying, he didn't say today, which is annoying as all well, but it is what it is, nothing we can do. Bugged, bingo, phrase, mechanics, dude, and all that jazz. So yeah. That's an end of the bingo. Let's go to live DSP and see how he's doing.
Right, we hit him with the icy.
Wow, he's made $5 since he started. Who fucking cares? Let's go back to our fucking delightful otters and watch them be all cute and frolic and pretend to be fucking me dolphins or whatever. Yeah, I just seen them, the way they were fucking jumping through the water. I just came out with like dolphins. But there you go. Guys, thank you for joining me for some more bingo antics in this stream. Sad that we could not get a full house today, but as the old saying goes, there is always... Well, not tomorrow, but Friday. I will return on Friday for some more robust bingo antics and all that jazz. Remember, tomorrow I will have no bingo, I will have no stream, but the tractors will still be doing things tomorrow. Keep an eye out for them. Obviously, that being said, we'll have a little Thursday session as per usual. It's all worth checking that out, but I'm sure other people also have their own little things in mind. Maybe a stream, maybe a video, but just keep an eye out for all the usual suspects and see what they're offering to try and entertain you on Phil's day off. But as I said, I'll return on Friday for some more robust bingo antics. I might even try and get a special guest. I've not looked into it yet, I've not planned it yet, but I think maybe it'd be a good time to try and get a special guest on Friday. So yeah, I'm going to try and look into doing that. I'm going to try and get somebody new as well, you know what I mean? Because obviously I've had a few people suggest, you know, they'd like to be on the show, so I'm going to try and reach out to them and see if they're interested and able to do Friday. So I'll see what comes of that, okay? But yeah, I'll see what I can do. But guys, I do hope you enjoy the rest of your Wednesday, however you wish to spend it and all that jazz. And yeah, I'm going to end how I always end, by playing Notorious P.I.G. contributions made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations. So thank you guys very much for being here. Thank you for keeping me writing the card and everything else. Thank you for also found fucking Phil's old goddamn fucking finance degree. That was a fucking good blast in the past there and all that jazz. But people had never seen that before. Now you've fucking seen it. But yeah guys, I do hope you'll have a good one, and I will see you all on Friday. But until then, goodbye.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
Skills has tipped me $1.30. It says, I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower? When you're showered in money. When you go outside, all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky. And you raise your face up, you're like, oh, you start dancing, you go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money. Free. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that.